Welcome to J is for Justice podcast. If live breaking news and following true crime is your thing, then please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you like what you see in my videos, please consider giving them a thumbs up. To the TikTok you don't stop, to the TikTok you don't quit. Good morning, everybody. Yep. I thought we were done talking about this nonsense, but it got so bad last night that I had to go live this morning to kind of correct what this dude is putting out now. Welcome into chat, guys. Welcome back. If you're new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button and hitting the like button to help a sister out. So I want to give props to Savage Live Media. That's where we're getting this recording from this morning. She was one of the few, I haven't found it anywhere else, that stayed up last night and caught the madness before it disappeared on TikTok. Because you know that's what he likes. He likes that it disappears. So we're going to hear from Tony. He talks about the TikTok platform, how it's his favorite platform, how he doesn't really like YouTube, et cetera, et cetera. But you might hear a little bit of Savage Live Media commentary because she was chiming in a little bit as it played too. It could have been Color Me Bad or it could have been Snoop Dogg, whichever one you want to take it as. But to the TikTok, he don't quit. He don't quit. And now he's pumping you a fake Amber Alert website. Yo. Detective or Deputy Skaggs is his new buddy. He's going to be trying to call Deputy Skaggs today. This ought to be comical. And I love your pugs, Pugopolis. I love your pugs. What about Tim McVeigh? Oh, TM. Okay, let's get into this. Let's not, with any further ado. This is TikTok Tony, late night, giving out more misinformation in the missing kid case that he's supposed to be public relations on. Do you guys have sound? What the fuck? Where's the sound? What's going on? Hang on. Let me reopen that. Can you guys hear it? Let me know if you had audio on that video. Do I have something muted? Dude, why do I have no sound on this video? Y'all can't hear it neither? Hold on. That's weird. I can't hear it either. Hold on a second. I just literally listened to it, so. It's playing on my phone. Hold on. His face. Hold on. We'll get this pulled up here. Let me switch winders. TikTok, you don't stop. And to the TikTok, you don't quit. Bitch. Okay, let's see if this works.
Good relationship, and
we've got audio. Let me get you the video now. Let me get you that video. I've got coffee and creamer today, guys. I am on my A game. Okay, let's get over here to this window, and now we'll have sound. Thank you for your patience. fix this window. All right. So again, props to Savage Live Media. She's the one that captured this last night and streamed it while it was live. And yes, they were talking about it. Okay, so here we go. Let's start at the beginning. And I'll be cutting in occasionally to give my points of view. Okay, thanks, Olip. Thanks, Jessen, for being here and modding this morning. I'm sure we'll have people that are not happy that we're talking about this. So let's go.
It's not, and I'll apologize for that, but we're getting information. I mean, we can go back to the trash truck. We can go to the, we've heard all kinds of things that.
Too many inconsistencies.
Yeah, exactly.
Coming from your team.
So, but there is no disputing what the Amber Alert said, and there's no disputing, and we brought it to TBI's attention that the flyer says that he was last seen on February 26th, and they had an opportunity to change that, and they still haven't changed it.
Mm-hmm.
So are they not changing it because it's factual, or are they not changing it because they don't think it's significant?
Hey, Kendo.
But
this guy, is he clueless or is he just pretending to be? Okay. So he's saying that they brought it to the and his lips look like he'd been kissing too much. He looks like he got chapped lips from getting smooches. They brought it to the excuse me, they brought it to the TBI's attention, right? So this dude's bringing it to the TBI's attention, or he wants you to believe he is. Hey, y'all might have the date wrong. Who does that? What is he talking about?
clearly they're not changing it. So
yeah,
that's my concern with the inconsistencies. So here's the big thing is Channel 2 cornered law enforcement, TBI.
Okay, so here we go. Channel 2 was at the vigil. Okay. Not Nick Barris, not News Channel 5. I guess they weren't invited because Tony's got a beef with Nick Barris. But it's supposed to be about what's best for Sebastian, Tony. You should call every news outlet. You are supposed to mend fences. You are supposed to bring people together. And you're doing the opposite, and we all see it. You're making Seth look like a complete moron. And I want to know why.
Said, hey.
And now he's saying that the news cornered law enforcement. I'm sure Channel 2 will appreciate that. If somebody would like to maybe let the reporter know that this man is saying that he or she cornered law enforcement. These are professionals, and he's putting them in a bad light. And I don't like it, guys. I don't like people like this.
And although it was the same size,
okay,
it was
hold
not
on.
related
so
to
listen to that again. What he says about this freaking news person.
Channel 2 cornered law enforcement, TBI,
Come on.
Said, hey, not only are you, does Mr. Rogers feel like you're not communicating or whatnot, but they actually have evidence that has been tagged and bagged, and they have called, and nobody has called them back or showed up to retrieve the evidence.
What?
So TBI responds by saying that we got the clothing from Mr. Rogers, and although it was the same size, it was not related to the case. Well, I talked to Seth tonight. He's the one that told me about the response, and the evidence that's been tagged and bagged has been in his vehicle and has never even been looked at by law enforcement.
mm-hmm.
So, I guess we can see how things get misconstrued. And
okay, nothing's misconstrued. You just put your client on blast. So basically, he just threw Seth under the bus by saying that he had evidence that was bagged and tagged, and he's had it in his fucking truck for a month. A month. He said Seth had evidence in his truck, and they never called him back to pick them up. Why the fuck didn't he drive them to him, to the police? But then he's throwing him under the bus by saying, hey, L.E. said you turned in clothes. You turned in a pair of pants. So what's he saying? Is he saying that Seth turned in the wrong pair of pants? The cops took the pants from Terry Lynn. This is something else. Roxy, this is something else because Terry Lynn was live and they took them. This is something that Seth apparently had in his truck for a month, and he's pissed off because TBI won't contact him. Right, who bagged and tagged it? You, Tony, or you, L.E.? What the hell, man? So he's saying that TBI or the sheriff's department said that Seth gave them a pair of pants. They were the right size, but they weren't associated with the case. And now we're hearing that he had a pair of pants bagged and tagged in his truck? The hell is going on?
Have some questions.
Right. So, I mean, and you're laying information out there that you have got with him, and you have checked this clothing. I mean, it's clothing that is Sebastian's size, and it's never even been looked at. It's still in the same evidence bag. It's still tagged. It's still with him at all times.
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. Why the fuck is it with him at all times? What the hell? Is he given a clue that he's withholding evidence? Like, he's really, really making Seth look terrible. Right. What pants would be related other than the ones he had on, guys? What the hell is he talking about?
So
Well, stuff needs to be looked into again.
I agree.
I wanted to get on and say hello, and I didn't get to hear anything the last couple days, so I have the next couple days to go over some stuff and see what's happening and follow up. But I wanted to say have a good evening.
I know,
Thank
a
you very
month.
I want to say hi,
A
and
month?
I'll be talking to you soon. Okay.
Yep. Have a great evening. Thanks for coming
You
up.
too. Thank you. Bye bye.
It's maddening. Right. Why do you care? And why is it still with him? It's still with him, he said. I'm hearing y'all.
Better tomorrow. Weird. I only watched them. So what do you guys think about that? What do you think about that Amber Alert saying he was abducted?
Now he's
in an
putting this
unknown
shit out.
vehicle?
Okay, I'm going to stop this right now. We got to stop this right now. He's going to play a recording at the end of this from a fake website that takes money in the name of missing kids, okay? They have a website where they put these Amber Alerts up and they play audio. They put them into like AI, and I'll show you at the end. We'll go to that website. But they put AI voices to these Amber Alerts. And Sebastian's is on there. And what it says is that he got into that a vehicle is unknown. And if he left with anyone, it's unknown or something like that. And he's taking that to mean that the police think that Sebastian was abducted. And we have never heard that. So he's putting a whole new narrative. Why? Tony, what's your MO, dude? Because we see right through it, and this is not okay. That website you're referring to should probably be reported to the Department of Homeland Security, if you want to know my opinion. There is something wrong. Wrong. He's no PR. This is a joke.
Yeah. I don't know if it's just pants, but I think it's multiple items of clothing. And you have to understand that Seth does not know all the clothing that would be at Katie's house. So,
It doesn't even make sense.
if
Why would Seth have clothing to give to law enforcement that's bagged and tagged? Doesn't even make sense. And Seth, if you want to really truly find your boy, you will get an attorney and you will get out of the agreement you signed with this guy because there's something wrong.
if it was, user, whatever your name is. I mean, if you don't agree, just keep moving on. I mean, we don't need to be nasty to each other in here. I'm not trying to have drama on here. I'm just talking to you guys.
That's why you're making shit up about a missing boys case. You are the drama, Tony. You are the drama.
Telling you all the trash truck video is key, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't necessarily disagree with that. I just joined. Could you give a recap? So, yeah, the thing is, I got a video, or I got an audio while I was in Tennessee from one of our team members.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, that was awesome.
He got a video, an audio from one of our team members.
I've actually searched. I haven't not.
I skipped forward, sorry.
I unfollowed a lot of people, sadly.
Oh, it's horrible, you guys. I mean,
I didn't see that text.
I didn't see that text.
Long enough, I guess.
Huh?
But yeah, I don't think, I'm trying to answer you guys' questions. Bear with me. They said he got in the garbage. Yeah, they said the garbage can was heavier than usual.
He doesn't find that to be alarming, but
Michelle, if you want to come up in the box, you're welcome, sister.
he says
oh, that's Cajun on her backup.
YouTubes are there's
Cajun,
people with
you
big
want to request
platforms
to come
that are
up?
being mean,
I'd
basically.
love to have you in the box. I mean, I don't think we want to be unprofessional with law enforcement. Yes, Seth does have an attorney.
He needs to use it.
But I think it's okay to put pressure on him. I do agree that KP's got the answers. My personal opinion is that 3-hour phone call.
You just talked about an abduction,
If we had
you idiot.
that phone call, I think that would hold the answers to everything. That's just my personal opinion. I think that's a big, big, big deal.
He thinks that's a big, big, big deal, but he also thinks he's abducted because of this website.
But I think if EquiSearch has offered to help with Tim Miller and his resources, I honestly believe that we need to reach out to law enforcement and encourage them to bring EquiSearch in, because they've got a massive amount of resources, vehicles.
If you were fucking paying attention, Tony, they're already have plans to come back. You're the last to know, always, because you're sitting over there on TikTok in the middle of the night and you're not doing your proper research because you really don't care. Let's face it. You don't care. Because they're already coming back, Tony. Oh, we need to encourage law enforcement to get them back. Let's send Crabtree in there. They're already coming. Butt out. Let the professionals handle it.
Horses, ATVs, boats. We've got a lot of resources, so I think that'd be fantastic. Yeah, Tim Miller is very, very good.
Don't drop his name. You don't even
a chance to meet some of those.
Dude, Tim Miller wouldn't entertain your ass, and neither would Nancy Grace. Nancy Grace would not give you the title that you have given yourself on her show.
When
Hey,
they
Potato.
initially came into Corpus Christi. Real good guys.
Corpus Christi.
Need about 40 more followers.
You know what was funny? Was that he said in his last TikTok, and I didn't play that one because it's not worth playing all of his bullshit. But this one I have to debunk because you guys deserve to know the truth. But yeah, EquiSearch is not going to mingle with criminals. They're just not. Nobody wants to. Who needs EquiSearch when you have Nina and Crabtree, right? And I thought she got her truck fixed so she could drive up there. Where's she at? He's got no resources. You're right, Nursey. He's got nothing but lies. So anyways, he's talking about Corpus Christi. He's like, I want to work with the cops in Tennessee like I do in Corpus Christi. You know, I want to know what I can say and what I can't say. And then I saw a press release on Facebook from the Corpus Christi police saying that they are not affiliated with anyone, that their search team was not affiliated with the Corpus Christi police, nor are they working alongside of them. So there's the truth about that. You can say Corpus Christi till you're blue in the face. They don't back you. You're not working with them. They made it publicly clear. Stephanie, are you kidding me? Tell me you're joking, Stephanie. Erica Hartman, EquiSearch was on Duty Ron's last night. Twyla spoke to TBI just 2 days ago about Sebastian's case. No one's reaching out to this clown. Right, it's not even the same EquiSearch. He's saying Tim Miller. Tim Miller's down in Texas. This is Dave Rader. So learn your players before you start running your damn mouth. He's more worried about people getting followers so they can come up in a box. Like, dude, you don't have to fuck with all that. They're fucking with all this censorship, being able to have enough followers so you could turn your camera on. No, what you do when you are actively searching for a missing kid is you are on all platforms and that shit stays up because you want that information to hit everybody.
Oh, before it will let me do boxes on this one.
Oh, let me do boxes.
Hey, would y'all go follow Cajun Girl, KayjenGirl? Would you please all go follow her? Everybody in the chat, go follow her.
He's got everything confused.
She's
not
having
just
to
that.
use a backup account.
Salt of the earth.
Yeah, Tim is amazing. Appreciate you guys following
Tim's
her. She's
amazing.
been really good to our team.
Mm. This guy's from Texas and he's never even met Tim Miller.
Hopefully that'll get you where you need to be, Cajun Girl. Cajun's got her own platform. I think she had a friend that came to the vigil.
The vigil.
Nicole, do you want to request to come up into the box, sister?
Come on up, Nicole, sister.
Let's see what we got here. Oh, Michelle, there you go.
There you go, Michelle.
Hello.
What's going on, sister?
Sorry, I had to switch off of my other account.
What's going on,
I
sister?
can't come up in on that account because I don't have. That's my ghost account. I was
got
like, I'm not coming up in that account. No way.
That's your top secret account.
Yeah, that's my quiet account.
So Michelle, you've obviously heard the Amber Alert that Karen and I have, correct?
No, so I've heard a lot today. Today was mind blowing for me on a lot of different things. I blocked a lot of people today.
Okay.
I unfollowed a lot of people, sadly.
Yeah.
I went through a lot of lives today, and I'll just be honest with you. I did not have YouTube for a long time until the Sebastian case. My daughters had it, they watch shows and stuff. But no, I did not. So what is the new? Is there something new that I missed?
Well, the original Amber Alert said that he was abducted in an unknown vehicle by Deputy Skaggs.
So they changed it.
Well, that was the very first one.
First one, yeah.
This is lies. This is lies. Let me show you where Deputy Skaggs come from. The only Skag is you, Tony. This is Deputy Skaggs' website, okay? It's called America's Watch. And all I have to see to know this is a scam, win rewards for protecting kids. Win rewards for protecting kids? That's a red flag right fucking there. Join now. Another red flag. You shouldn't have to join any website to get any Amber Alerts. Deputy Skaggs. And then we've got this guy on the front here that says, join Captain Kreitz. Protect U.S. kids. Get enhanced Amber Alerts. Help find abducted kids. Sick. What the hell is this? What is it? How can I find the Sebastian Rogers original Amber Alert? Yeah, Deputy Skaggs. And he's like, oh yeah, the Amber Alert came from Deputy Skaggs. This website is out of Missouri. Does that ring a bell for you with Tony? Missouri? So this is Missouri. And it's an Amber Alert America's watching. He's pumping this site. Now listen. Listen how the voice sounds. See where it says playing?
Amber Alert.
Listen.
Join us today to honor Haley's memory and protect missing children in your community. The era of complacency about Amber Alerts is over. It's time to step up and help law enforcement save abducted kids.
Welcome to America's Watch. My name is Deputy Skaggs, and I'm here to introduce you to this platform so you can help law enforcement find abducted kids during Amber Alerts. But first, let me introduce you to Captain Kreitz, who is integral to our success. As America's top Amber Alert coordinator, Captain Kreitz heads the search for abducted children in our nation. He has a reputation for consistently going above and beyond the call of duty to protect abducted kids. Now, with America's Watch, you have the chance to join forces with Captain Kreitz to help find missing and exploited children. Our members receive enhanced local Amber Alerts that include a video brief, an individually assigned watch zone, and a link to our platform, where you can navigate to your designated areas, connect with law enforcement, collaborate with other citizen searchers, and even win rewards for helping. All while tuning in to our live broadcast to stay up to date with the latest information and search instructions. Our Smart Zone assignment algorithm leverages nearly 2 decades of Amber Alert data from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children to target search efforts to locations where abducted children are most likely to be found. We'll only send you an enhanced alert if you are near one of these targeted watch zones during a child abduction event. That means these enhanced Amber Alerts are not just another notification to mindlessly swipe away on your phone. They're a tangible call to action that empower you to protect and save young lives in your community. We'd all walk through hell for our own children. The least we can do is drive down the road and briefly watch for someone else's during an Amber Alert. The more people who join us, the faster we'll be able to locate abducted children and help bring them home safely during the next alert. So, are you ready to step up and help Captain Kreitz save abducted kids? Enter your phone number to join America's Watch, or tap the phone button to call me directly. And feel free to introduce yourself in the chat. We're glad to have you on board. Remember, your watchful eyes could help bring a missing child back home. Join now or give me a call to make a difference. Thank you. Now, I'll hand it over to Officer Phillips.
Thank you, Deputy Skaggs.
Officer Phillips
America's Watch was coded to honor the memory of Haley Owens, whose life could have been saved by a more timely and effective Amber Alert in 2014. After Haley's death, her friends, family, and advocates worked tirelessly to improve Missouri's Amber Alert system, culminating in the passage of Haley's Law in 2019. The law streamlined the process for issuing alerts and empowered law enforcement to include links to resources like US.Watch in every Amber Alert. Join us today to honor Haley's memory and protect missing children in your community. The era of complacency about Amber Alerts is over. It's time to step up and help law enforcement save abducted kids.
Welcome to America's Watch. My name is Deputy Skaggs.
So there you go. What the hell is this Missouri website with AI and the whole yeah, sign in with your phone number. Yeah, could I give you my fucking phone number? No, thanks. He wants you to go to this site and listen to these Amber Alerts, y'all. He's telling you that this is the original. This guy needs to be in the clinker. I mean, what is this garbage? I'm pissed too. I don't like it when people use kids. It's gross. Happy camper, see your way out the door if you don't like it. See your way out the door, because I'm about protecting children, not using them. If you don't share that sentiment, then see yourself out the door and don't come back. Because I am about protecting children, and this is exploitive of children, and he's pumping it. So you know what? No, just no. If you click join now, hang on. Oh, it just pisses me off, man. This is sick. I can't even click join now. Oh, it wants me to put my phone number. I ain't putting my fucking phone number in. You have to put your phone number in, guys. Do not do it. Do not do it. Do not put your fucking phone number in here. And he's like, oh, yeah. You're going to hear him say, oh, yeah, I'm going to call Skaggs. And look at it. Gets your location, too, because look, this is where I live. It has my fucking location circled. Getting the fuck off that site. Do not put your information in there. Do not give them your phone number.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's claiming that one on there for Sebastian is the first one. And then he freaking plays it. And then they go, oh, maybe we should vet that site first.
Yeah, because remember, there was a vehicle inside.
I'm so angry
not
about
inside,
this stuff.
in the area that night. Remember?
Correct.
They supposedly was like an Uber or whatever, but people can and I never knew this until after the case. Somebody said, "Did you know that they can actually buy that stuff like Uber lights and all that?" I was like, "What?" I was like, "Are you serious?"
Yeah, yeah, it's wild. It's uncommon for TBI to get some. It's not uncommon. Yeah, lightning bug. I'm not super familiar with TBI, but I mean,
of course
Michelle,
you're not.
You live right there, right?
Oh my god.
And
I mean. So do you want to tell
Michelle is a
everybody?
real one. Yeah, I'm very blunt, y'all. A lot of people that I turned off my request for my followers to come in here because I don't normally do any kind of this on my TikTok.
There's no vehicle.
But
don't drink the Kool-Aid.
100% very disappointed in this case. I'm not gonna lie. I have faith in LE, y'all. I really do. Which I'm from Clarksville. I'm not from Hendersonville or Gallatin area. But I definitely think there was a lot of stuff that was missed. I've actually searched. I cannot say I've searched like some others. I have been able to do what I can as far as because I have children. But I can tell you that there's a lot that does not add up in this case at all.
Yeah, I agree. And Michelle, do you want to speak to just kind of the overall vibe yesterday and all the way through dinner last night? I mean, Michelle's.
Oh yeah, I can totally speak for. So yesterday
Stacey,
when
stop.
I arrived, which I didn't get to make it to the bike part, which I was so sad because I love to ride and stuff. So I definitely wanted to be there for that. But I was able to make it to the vigil and watch everybody come in. There was over 100 to 200 bikers that came in. Yeah, the vibe was freaking amazing. There was probably I don't know exactly how many Jeeps, but I want to say there was at least 20 to 30, maybe even more Jeeps. It was crazy. I posted a lot of it on Facebook and stuff, and I haven't got around to putting it on my TikTok yet, but I will. The vibe
Michelle, hold on just a second. Karen, if that's you, if that's our Karen, if you want to request to come up, we can get the whole crew up here. You're certainly
get
welcome.
the whole
We'd love to
crew.
have you.
Let's
So
do
go
it.
ahead, Michelle.
She doesn't have enough followers, I don't think. She only has 2 or 3.
Oh, she can't come in the
yeah,
box.
so yeah, almost 300 motorcycles. Yeah. So I haven't posted it yet. I will post all that on my TikTok. I just haven't done it yet. But overall, the vibe itself, it was amazing, y'all. It was amazing. So many people showed up. We had, obviously, they had a chaplain and then another guy that prayed. And then Don, I think his name is Don Schmidt from, I forget what he is there. Because I don't want to put, yeah, I don't want to say too much that's wrong, or misspoke somebody's name. Y'all, these people, there was no drama. There was none, absolutely none.
Thank you, Snazzy
It
Trinkets.
was phenomenal. These people showed up. And I think Chris, Melissa's husband, said it the best, in the live that you posted on Facebook. He said, you know what? We're not here for any drama. We're not here for none of that. This is for Sebastian.
Who's
The
Chris?
hell, all
Who
the
are
rest
these
of that
people they're talking
craziness. This is what we're here for.
Or
And
Melissa's
it was amazing.
husband.
And,
who are they talking about?
after we had the ride, the vigil part, everybody got to get hot dogs that stayed. They had a great turnout. We got to meet some amazing people that came from all over, from freaking California, Texas, all over. I mean, literally, some of them had been in 2 or 3 rides in one day. And then after that, some of us went to dinner, and we got to me, Tony, and some other actually went to dinner last night and actually got to have a real sit down conversation. And it was nice, y'all. It was nice.
And just so y'all know,
Michelle
and I probably talked on the phone, I don't know, 40 or 50 times. Is that fair, Michelle?
Oh my God, 40 or 50
It feels
times.
like that,
And he
yeah.
loves saying, how many times do we talk on the phone? Oh, I talk to Pascal probably 2 or 3 times a day. Yeah, how many times do we talk, Chase? Oh, we talk 3, 4 times a day. Yeah, we talk 10 times a day. I talk to him every day.
We're probably calling each other back and forth all the time.
Yeah, we've never met in person before. And I got to tell you, between Karen and Michelle, that was probably one of the highlights of my day, was being able to finally meet them. But
Oh yeah, that was awesome. As soon as I saw y'all pull up, I looked at Karen. I was like, "Where's Tony?" She was like, "I think he's up there." I was like, "I gotta go say hi." I think it's Karen or somebody. I was like, "Hey, I gotta go find Tony. I gotta go meet him." I was like, "We've talked 100 times."
well, and for me, guys, just so you know, I mean, I had all these people in a matter of 24 hours. I had never met Seth in person. That was obviously a huge deal, biggest deal. Never met Michelle, never met Karen.
No, we've all been working as a team behind the scenes.
That's right. And then you add to that, I've talked to Pascal 100 times, never met him.
There we go, 100 times.
Talked to Stephen Crabtree 100 times, never met him. Met him in person.
Oh, that was so awesome meeting freaking Pascal and Stephen.
Let's talk about Crabtree. He said that if Crabtree told him that there were aliens standing on the corner, that he would believe him. Never even fucking met him. But if he told him aliens were on the corner, he'd believe him because Crabtree's that honest.
It's amazing that they came out and they supported and all that. But I will tell y'all something funny. Pascal, he is tall as crap, y'all. He is like,
who cares?
He should have been an NBA
alone.
player. I told him that. I was like, "Are you sure you ain't playing basketball?"
Jesus.
You know what he told us is that he wrestled and ran track.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what he told us when we talked to him about that.
The first thing I thought was, I've always liked him. He's like one of the realest creators of YouTube out there that since I started even getting on YouTube. And so I was really ecstatic to actually meet him and talk to him in person. But I told him, I was like, "Man, I didn't realize you were this tall sitting up here. Like when you sit in that chair."
Well, and then I had never met T-Rev in person. I got to meet him.
Yeah, me neither. He was amazing.
Yeah. And then Steven and I went and hung out with Justin on TikTok for a little while, and I've talked to him 100 times. Him and his wife, they're great people. And
I've talked to them.
Never met him. So basically everybody.
Oh, you got to meet Justin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. And we met Steven too, by the way. And Steven is an amazing person. I will vouch for that.
Yeah. So, obviously the most exciting part of the weekend was the feeling at Rutter's and just the overall, positive weekend.
The overall positive everything. Like it was just the turnout for Sebastian. So
do you little bit?
I never was able to go to any of the smaller vigils, I would say they were in the very beginning. The first actual vigil I was actually able to ever attend was the bridge, which they said had been the next biggest one. But this one by far it blew it out of the water.
No, Jess, who said no one talks on the phone that much? Whoever said that? He does, because he likes to get people on the phone so he can talk bullshit. He doesn't text. He does it in voice so that people can't use it against him. He gets them on the phone.
I'm really hoping, and I'm going to get with my family, and I'm going to get with Seth and you. And Karen,
going to the clinker.
I'm hoping to at least have some more rides this summer and get
some more rides
to help put them on. And even ask my family if we can actually.
Y'all don't need more rides. What you need is to back off. Just back off. Let the professionals do the job.
From there, maybe from here at Appleton's and Clarksville to ride to Hendersonville. So it would be a longer ride.
Yeah.
But it would be a big turnout for sure.
Cajun, is that you?
Hey, yeah, it's me.
How you doing?
Went out and came back in. I have enough now, but it's not updated yet to let me get the boxes.
I got you.
Until we bring him home.
You want to tell them what happened with Sumner County as far as not escorting us and then pulling a couple of our cars over?
Oh, so yeah,
okay. So this is funny. So I read in the newspaper when they were doing this vigil that Henderson PD was going to be escorting the ride. Okay. They were going to be escorting this ride. And now he's like, "Oh, do you want to tell everybody how they pulled over some of our people?" Trust me, the cops know who these scumbags are. I firmly believe that. Law enforcement does not talk to this clown, and they got pulled over.
This, y'all, which I was not there for this, but I did hear this very much out of very few people. And I don't want to be just tacky, but to me it is tacky because absolutely in Clarksville police would never ever, I'm telling you right now, y'all, I have watched them. They have escorted us. They block off the roads for
So the cops are tacky because they pulled over some of his clowns.
Have bikers who care any rides that we have, anything. I'm serious. Like, I'm not joking. Anything here, we always have a cop escort or block off the roads and stuff. Like you never get turned away for that. So they actually were told that they could not block off or escort or anything like that. because of the carnival that's not even in town, from what I understand, until next week. And but they had 2 people pulled over or something, right? Wasn't it 2 people pulled over?
2 people that were lead cars for us that had their hazards on, so they didn't have the
Oh yeah, so they
resources.
pulled over the people that were leading
Mhm.
the ride. They pulled them over, but they couldn't escort the ride. So yes, to me that was very tacky. It did not look good on them at all. I can tell you, because from where I'm from
Crabtree
here,
is not a crane operator.
yeah, no, that would never happen.
Yeah,
ever.
Candace, we tried to get a permit, but they told us that they wouldn't issue a permit because they didn't have the manpower. And,
They couldn't. Oh my God. They wouldn't give them a permit. They wouldn't give them a permit.
I mean, it was amazing that they came out and they supported and all that.
Sorry,
But I
I
will
went
tell you,
too far.
escort or block off the roads and stuff, like you never get turned away for that. So they actually were told that they could not block off or escort or anything like that, because of the carnival that's not even in town, from what I understand, until next week. And but they had 2 people pulled over or something, right? Wasn't it 2 people pulled over?
2 people that were lead cars for us that had their hazards on, so they didn't have the
Oh yeah,
resources.
so they pulled over the people that were leading
Mhm.
the ride. They pulled them over, but they couldn't escort the ride. So yes, to me that was very tacky. It did not look good on them at all. I can tell you, because from where I'm from here, yeah, no, that would never happen.
Yeah, Candace, we tried to get a permit, but they told us that they wouldn't issue a permit because they didn't have the manpower.
They don't want you there.
So that was the problem.
But here's the thing: even if you don't have that, okay, like let's just say this, okay, and like just being,
I have no idea who she
not
is.
me being,
Michelle?
because I have to like keep my feelings to myself
Who's-
sometimes. Let's just say that even if they didn't have that, why
Okay, if you look up this Skaggs, Deputy Skaggs has a Twitter. He looks like a freaking creep, and he almost looks like this J-man in this photo right here in this box. If you guys go to Twitter and look up Deputy Skaggs, you'll see his picture, and he's posing on a porch with a little boy. It's gross. It's gross. Go look at it.
you pull over the cars that are escorting a benefit ride for a child, like they're not doing it because of whatever, what they're doing. Like, come on now, everybody, you can't tell me everybody in that town didn't know what was going on. We've been blasting it for weeks now. There's been posters, signs, vigils, like flyers, everything. Like when you see a bunch of bikes, come on,
Yeah.
No, he did not. They did not have any part. Okay, I'm going to clear this up, and I don't want to speak on it honestly anymore. I don't like speaking on them. Not to be rude or anything. I just don't like to get in that drama. But
You be you.
Thank you, little bit.
yeah, you don't want me to be me.
Maybe I do.
No, you don't, I promise. Okay, so let me just be completely clear when it comes to Katie and Chris, okay? Because I am not going to hold back on this anymore. Nobody would have mobbed them. Like, I've seen people say, oh, why would they come? Blah, blah. I'm going to be 100% with you. Nobody would have ever done anything to them had they came to that, okay? We actually had it at a different location to benefit them, okay? And when we found out about a week or 2 ago that they were no longer going to be coming, period, at all, that's when it was moved. So we actually did it at the church for them. And then when we found out they said they were no longer going to come. And I mean, that's their prerogative. If they don't want to come, that's fine. That's up to them.
But the point is,
So she's saying they were going to have the vigil at the church for the Proudfoots. What is that? Why is it? Okay, we've had 3 stories now from these clowns about the church and the vigil. So the first story was from Seth. We can't live stream at the church. The second story came from the actual church, who said due to overwhelming demand, it's being moved. And now this chick saying, oh, well, we were going to have it there for the Proudfoots, and then when we figured they weren't coming, we moved it. No. And then you got Tony saying, oh, we couldn't get a permit. And then you're going to also hear that he saw people carrying guns at the vigil. Terry Lynn, this guy is saying that he saw people carrying guns at the vigil. Terry Lynn, are guns allowed on school property in Tennessee? Isn't every school in America a no gun zone, like zero tolerance, no weapons? If these motherfuckers had weapons at the school, that's a problem to me. At a vigil, like he says, people had guns at a vigil.
tried to accommodate them because they
The
wanted.
point is, yes, we try to unite, we try to accommodate, no matter our feelings, nothing, no matter anything that we, whatever we put it. Listen, y'all, if I can put my feelings aside, a lot of people can, because this case has been so close to me. But I literally was like hoping that they would actually show up. I was praying and hoping that they would show up for this one, because to me, at the end of the day, I feel like this is how I feel. I feel like if you're able to go out in public and do anything, and I'm not just talking trash, I would say this to any parent. I feel like if you're able to go ride your motorcycle, or you're able to go do this and that, there is absolutely no reason. I do not care that you could not attend your child's vigil, period. I don't care. Y'all, if it was me, you would have to hurt me from stopping to attend. Even if you came, you didn't.
You know what, Mary? That would be a good question for the sheriff's department. If you wanted to call the Davidson County Sheriff's Department and ask them if their COs or their jailers are allowed to be around felons outside of work.
To come and be right there up in the middle of the center of attention with everybody, you could have still came to the parking lot and watched from afar. But trust me, no. So the way I feel is, we went out of our way to try to accommodate them, and then we changed it because
he said he did.
Obviously, there's no more of that anymore.
Right. Yeah. I don't think there's any disputing how our team feels, but the one time that you put that aside is when you're having a vigil in a situation like that.
Oh yeah, no matter what, nobody in their right mind would have acted out if they would have showed up. Honest to God, I think if they would have showed up, seriously, it might have changed.
It might have would have. Wait for it.
I think you muted yourself, Michelle.
Oh, her lips hit the mute button.
I'm just waiting on her to get done before I say anything. I'm just letting her have her time.
I think she muted herself.
Yeah.
At least it looks that way.
Mighta coulda.
She'll
be back.
Okay, she paused it. Jen, how are you this evening, sister?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good.
I had a call. I'm sorry. I had a call.
Okay.
I did have a call come in. I'm sorry. So what I was gonna say real quick was, I think honestly,
hold on. Florida's an open carry state too, and you cannot be hanging out in a school parking lot with guns with a bunch of felons with records.
She must have had a call again.
Oh.
She's a hot mess.
Mighta coulda.
I'm about to turn my phone on. Do not. Hey, if I turn my
Seriously,
phone on, do not
Tracy,
disturb,
he's a sex offender.
Well, I do have a call, and I need to make a phone call here in a minute. But I just wanted to finish this. To me, I think if they would show up to something like that, and obviously, no, they don't owe the public an opinion to anything. Okay, they truthfully don't. If they don't want to, they don't have to. But I think if they would have showed up, that it might have even would have changed some people's opinions. Like people to actually reach out to you and say, "Hey, do you want help? Do you want this? Like, would you like us to look in these areas? Would you like?"
She's about to get bananaed by me.
Oh man.
So
he said she's about to get bananaed by me. Tony, keep your banana in your fucking pants. I don't know who it is, Terry Lynn. I can't figure it out. There's this J man sitting in there muted, and then there's this Michelle that he's about to banana for some reason. I think his banana is the problem here. What do y'all think?
No YouTuber together.
Leave it to fucking YouTube.
Leave it up to YouTube, Leave it up to YouTube. This is like my last straw. Like, every person that I meet on YouTube is the most up piece of like, leave it up to YouTube.
Cajun, what was your friend's name that came?
Leah.
Okay, so another really cool story about the day is Cajun called me and said, "Hey, my friend Leah's coming. She's got a gift for Seth. Very, very sweet girl, wearing all green, which was awesome. She showed up, and I'm not one to try to get like pictures and video of every little moment, because I think that some of those moments just need to happen. But she gave Seth a hug, and she started bawling. And I'll tell you, I don't get choked up much, but I got choked up when that happened. Mm. And she also gave Seth like a Stanley Cup or something, and I mean, it said something about best dad or something like that. It was really, really cool.
This guy doesn't give a shit. I know what it means. It means you get banned from TikTok. But the fact that this guy is sitting there at almost 60 years old saying fucking, I'm about to banana her. Fuck off.
Very, very cool moment.
Sick of this guy, man.
Yeah, she sent me a picture of it. She's a sweet girl. I've never actually met her in person, but she's a sweet girl.
Yeah, and
Y'all have
she was
never
there
met
from the start.
anybody in person. You just pull these grifts behind the scenes. What are you working on behind the scenes? Because this dude don't know anything about the case.
But Michelle, if you think you could grace us with your presence, quit taking those stupid phone calls.
I just listen. Can you hear me now? I
Yeah.
just asked for 5 minutes. I was like, can I call you back in 5 minutes? I just had 3 phone calls in a row. I was like, holy crap.
But yeah, I can say this: the bikers weren't going to let anybody get attacked. It didn't matter whether it was Seth or it was CP.
You got to listen this through, Terry.
They had
Bear
every
with
opportunity to just show up, and it's very fake to assume how anyone should grieve. Yeah, well, I don't think we're saying how anybody should grieve, and please be respectful.
No, absolutely not. I literally just said that they did not know that they can do their own thing. I know that they had said on somebody else's show something about that they would like to do stuff with the community and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I feel like, here's the thing, y'all, a vigil, even though like Seth's there, it's not just for Seth. Like that vigil is for Sebastian. It's for everybody to come together.
It came up in the caption as Seth, not Seth.
Like that's one place that I feel like you should be able to unite people with everyone.
That's right.
Yeah.
There was people from all over. I mean, people from California,
he does something
Texas,
to them lips.
There was people
for sure.
live streaming
He
and
can't
watching
keep
in
his hands
Australia
off
and
them.
stuff. Like it was crazy.
Yeah, Brenda, I get what you're saying. Instead of having a bike ride yesterday, so you have to understand that the biker gangs, they have bike rides
Biker
just
gangs?
as a show of respect.
Okay, so yeah, can I address that, please?
Yeah.
Because that really bites my. Okay, so Brenda, here's the thing: we do a lot of awareness rides. My family actually owns a dealership, and doing a lot of awareness rides. I don't know if you've ever heard of like different, like the 615 boys that came out. They were amazing. That's who put on that ride. I also know Bikers Who Care, which do a lot of rides and do a lot for like the Camp Rainbow, which benefits handicap kids that aren't able. I don't know if I should say it like that, but kids that are not able to go to camp and do certain things without going to Camp Rainbow. They have nurses. They have people that are there to help them do everything. Like they benefit stuff like that. And also at the same time, a lot of us have been searching, but we definitely really will always take people to help volunteer and help pass out flyers, search, etc. So we more than welcome you.
Michelle, just honestly, guys, I'm trying my best to answer everybody's questions. I did not bash the police in any way, shape, or form.
Bullshit.
I simply said, and I made it clear.
Oh, this guy does not like being corrected at all. That's why he's horrible PR. He's never wrong. PR, you suck it up. You suck it up. You own shit that even you don't need to own. You own it for the public relations portion of what you're doing. This dude has no clue. He wants a quick buck. He wants a quick buck. I am so sick of this man. And now he's pushing a site from Deputy Skaggs where it says former Jefferson County, this is from Tracy, former Jefferson County Sheriff's Office Deputy Joshua Lee Skaggs, 25, of Mineral Point, has been charged with 2 felonies for allegedly molesting and endangering 2 young girls, according to court records. He doesn't need to call them gangs. That's not a good look. He needs to be respectful. They don't call themselves gangs. I don't like this at all. It's gross. Deputy Skaggs has a fucking Amber Alert site where he wants you to call him and pay him money. I know teachers can carry, that's cool, but you can't hang out in the freaking parking lot of a school with guns on you for a vigil. Dude, Amy, I'm so glad I'm not like these people either. And I'm so glad that I can see through this shit.
Being disrespectful to them, but I think some of the misinformation that's been put out is confusing to people. I'm not,
Dude,
I live in Oklahoma.
He's saying that the police are putting out misinformation and it's confusing to people. Who's the one that's sharing a pedo Amber Alert site on TikTok and wanting people to put their freaking number in it?
Raised here to back the blue. And I support the blue. I'm simply saying that if you come out with the information, then you set everybody straight, including myself.
They don't want to talk
There will
to
never
you.
be any bashing. I can disagree with how they're doing things. I'm not going to be disrespectful to them at all. It's not how I'm built.
No, he did not bash.
Yeah, I mean,
Nobody's bashed them, and honestly, I don't know if CP ever had. Honest to God, I don't know if he ever had a thought about putting on a bike ride. I know Melissa and them, the ones that put it on, they did think that he was going to at first, and so they kind of like held off for a while and they were waiting to see.
I'm so sorry, Robin.
And then when he didn't, they decided to go ahead and put on theirs, and it literally came together in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Nobody ever bashed anybody. We literally said that.
I mean, I
We
live,
don't
live,
have to see the escort part.
live, laugh, love. If you want to send a request, I'm certainly open to hearing the different.
Oh, dang. My husband is a police officer, and I think the police aren't doing a great job on this case.
Yeah, live, laugh, love.
Why does
if
he
you have
want you to not like the police and not think they're doing a good job? Y'all, he's trying to brainwash the public into thinking that the police aren't doing shit.
You're certainly welcome to do that.
Good morning,
I've given
Brett.
all you guys an opportunity to, to come out and have a conversation.
I see people asking me questions. I don't usually answer questions on social media, obviously, because I know everybody records on social media. Like, I already know which lives, who does.
For
and all that.
God's
Trust me, I've been
sakes,
around
get over
TikTok.
it. When
It's like one
these
of my big
people on
things.
TikTok realize that when you go on the internet, it doesn't matter if you're on TikTok, doesn't matter if you're on X or Facebook or YouTube or Reddit, you don't have privacy, you dumbasses. If you put anything on the internet, you should expect that the whole world can see that shit. These people still live in this fallacy that they have privacy online. They think they have privacy.
When people are like, does Michelle know this? Michelle, I'm not going to talk about what I know on here, honestly. I just don't feel comfortable doing that.
And can I say something, please?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Katie. Fire
Guys,
away.
please give Tony a chance. For those of you that think he's a bad guy, he's not. You got to stop and think about what Tony walked into with this whole case. He's doing the very best he can, and I think he's doing a fabulous job. He is doing what Seth needs him to do right now. And let's just all support him, no matter how you feel. Just stand behind him, please, guys. Don't be disrespectful. And understand, he is a very good guy. He's doing his best. And what you see is what you get with Tony. He's the same behind the camera as he is in front of the camera.
Oh, good Lord. Help
He's
us
real.
all.
And Angel, I'll answer your question because again, I'm always trying to take the high road. Why do you think coming in every night and debating is a good idea for a quote unquote spokesperson? First off, Seth wants me to be on TikTok talking about his son.
Oh, here we go.
Every
Okay.
time that I can give him. I'm not
Oh,
debating.
Seth wants him on TikTok. You hear that? Seth wants him on TikTok.
He is doing what Seth needs him to do right now. And let's just all support him, no matter how you feel. Just stand behind him, please, guys. Don't be disrespectful. And understand, he is a very good guy. He's doing his best. And what you see is what you get with Tony. He's the same behind the camera as he is in front of the camera. He's real.
And Angel, I'll answer your question because again, I'm always trying to take the high road. Why do you think coming in every night and debating is a good idea for a quote unquote spokesperson? First off, Seth wants me to be on TikTok talking about his son every ounce of the time that I can give him. I'm not debating. I'm simply having a conversation with people about the case. I'm giving opinions on where I think we're at. I'm talking about a child's visual. And no disrespect at all, but
I'm talking about a child's visual. Does this guy even know what he's talking about? I don't understand what he's even doing. Put a 1 in chat if you don't understand what this dude is doing. Put a 2 if you completely understand his position and why he's sitting here right now.
Forced to come in and join the live. I mean, if you don't like me or you don't think I'm doing a good job, I'm not going to fire back at you. I'm simply saying you don't have to be here.
Absolutely.
I'm doing what my boss asked me to do, and I'm trying to. I created with Chase's help my own platform to try to keep the drama out, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Thank you for all of you that are showing your support.
Yeah, much love to you guys. I mean, this job is thankless. It's just Jenny, you're exactly right.
Wow.
So, but I'm just here to try to help a guy in need. I didn't ask him here, and I love Seth, and there's nothing I wouldn't do for him, quite frankly.
Yikes.
One bless,
Salt
Mama.
of the
How are you
earth.
this evening?
I'm doing good. How have you been? I know you've been real busy.
Yeah, I've been busy. It's actually been it's been a pretty good 48 hours. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, DJ. Tennessee was beautiful. I had literally never met anybody on my team, and feel very blessed to be a part of the team. So it's been a cool 48 hours. It's been a long 48 hours or whatever, but I just think the whole weekend was positive.
That's great to hear. I was just going to jump up and let everybody know that if we can't be respectful in the chat, we're just going to start muting people
Of
because
course you are.
the drama's got to stop at some point.
They see what they think
Absolutely.
is drama
Yeah,
is people calling them out or questioning what they're doing. That's what they consider to be drama. Tony, I got news for you. It's not drama when people talk about fake shit you're putting out in pedo sites. It's concerning. And that's why I'm talking about it today. Is because the links you're giving out to Deputy Skaggs is concerning. Stop. What are you doing?
What I'll say to you guys is that you can go look at every interview I've ever done, every live I've ever done, dating back to the early days with Caleb. And one thing I was raised to never do is to disrespect somebody that didn't deserve to be disrespected. Meaning I've met them, they've done something to me, whatever, and you'll never find anything I've ever said to anybody that was disrespectful. And you know, that's all I ask in return is I'm doing a tough job. I'm not getting paid to do it. I was asked to do it, made it clear that I didn't want to do it, and still decided to do it. And when I did, I'm going to see it through. I'm going to stand by Seth's side till we bring this boy home. And, you know, I'm going to do the job to the best of my abilities. And you have to remember that there is no specific definition of a spokesperson. That job is exactly what the father wants it to be. And my job is much different for Seth than it was for Randy. But I don't do it.
So now, yeah, because you had to clean up Seth, right? You didn't have to clean up Randy because he already had collared shirts. You didn't have to play clean up in aisle 9. That's what he said on TikTok. Since I came on this case, it's been like clean up in aisle 9. He is a dog-faced lion pony soldier.
Don't make me a dog-faced lion pony soldier.
Thing that Seth hasn't asked me to do. So, you know, if you don't like what I'm doing, then you're disrespecting Seth and not just me. So just keep that in mind. I mean, this is about him and his son.
Well, honestly, I see it more as your Seth's friend who he has asked to speak for him.
His friend?
Correct.
He's like, I ain't friends with that dude.
So, you know, and I get plenty of hate out there, and I'm a big boy. I can handle it. But, you know, I've never done anything to anybody on any of these chats or in person. And I've treated people with kindness that treated me like a dog. And I still.
Yeah, PR is a defined role. Seth does. Look at those lips. Dude. Seth, yeah. Seth is making a huge mistake here.
With kindness. So I don't know what else I could do to be, whatever. So, but you guys are here because you want to be here. And I love you guys that are here because you want to be here. I'm not forcing you to be here.
Oh, he
I'll tell you what, I've met some amazing people in the TikTok community. I mean, KJ.
Okay, this is precious right here. He says, I have met some amazing people in the TikTok community. Are his eyes even open at this point?
Become a friend. I'd say we probably average a couple phone calls a day. Is that fair?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
Why does he gauge everything by the amount of phone calls per day? Oh, Mary, that's scary. I don't know, Prosy. I guess it would be worth asking. I mean, I don't know if it's going to, because it won't hurt their investigation, though. It just fucks with us. Do you know what I mean? Like, the TBI is not going to be fucked up by this guy's information because they're not looking for information from him. They don't even want to talk to him. They don't want to be around him. EquiSearch doesn't want to be around him. They all have criminal records. And these people are legitimate. These people, EquiSearch, Jules, Chloe, all of these people have credentials that they don't want to fuck up for this guy because he's a hot mess. He is a hot mess. The website is I don't want to give it to you wrong. I think it's watch.us. Hang on. It's called America's Watch. No, it's this website right here. us.watch. Here you go. That's the legit website that he says we should get the original Amber Alert from. The original Amber Alert doesn't come from TBI, y'all. It comes from us.watch.pedo.scam/clinker.
back and forth. And, I've just met some great people. I mean, I'm blessed to have met some of the content creators.
Mystic. Yeah, he is in the Harley Morris case. He's an admin in their group now. He went into the Harley Morris Facebook group and he said, these cases are eerily similar. Please reach out. No, not every case is eerily similar. He's making it eerily similar because he scammed his way in. So now he's an admin on the Harley Morris Facebook group. He wormed his way in. And now he's got another GoFundMe too. Have you guys seen the new GoFundMe? He has a new GoFundMe for his buddy at work again. Right here. Tony Mathis set up another GoFundMe seeking money from people. Also, notice that Randy Harris donated $200 to it after Tony set up a GoFundMe for Randy Harris. This sounds like a Ponzi scheme. This is a post from Facebook. It's an emergency fund for the family. It says, hello, Crane Works family. Please consider donating to Steve Puenta and his family as their home in Houston was partially destroyed by the recent storms. He is currently staying in a hotel until his home gets put back together. Dig deep in your pockets. Anything helps. And then the first donor is Randy Harris. And he was in Idaho in January of 2023. There's a picture of him and Brian Enton at 1122 King Road. Yeah. Dig deep in your pockets, folks. Deep, deep, deep. Tim Mullen didn't ask for no money. Tim Mullen didn't do no shit like this. This guy makes Tim Mullen look like a saint. That's what's scary. This guy makes Tim Mullins look like a freaking saint. Tim Mullins didn't ask for money. Never. He was weird. And he hovered over the wells and shit, but he didn't ask for no damn money. And he damn sure didn't pick up any other cases. He was local to where Summer went missing and stepped in. He does not go to all these other Facebook groups. Okay, let's get back to our vid. Sorry, you guys. This fires me up. I don't like kids being used. I don't like pedos. I don't like fake sites with kids information that wants your phone number. I don't like any of this, guys. And I'm showing you this so that you don't get scammed. He's not in Tennessee. He's already back home. Wife didn't go with him. He said that the wife was going with him. She didn't go.
Some of those people I mentioned that I met, and, just feel blessed. And I feel blessed to be in this position. And, there's a lot of long days and nights and whatever. But, when Seth looked across the breakfast table this morning at the IHOP and said, brother, you don't know how much I appreciate you. I mean, that kept me going. That'll keep me going for a long time.
Oh, when Seth looked at him from across the table at the Waffle House or at the IHOP. Is that where they go, IHOP and Waffle House, to pick up on the waitresses? Eva O says this guy's going to get sued. He did try to get involved with monkeys.
About him.
Say what?
I didn't know that.
Someone in the comments. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying Seth looked like he had a piece about him that he hasn't had in a while.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's...
Seth had a piece about him that I haven't seen in a while. Wait a minute. A piece? Is that what we saw was peace on Smiley's panel? He had a piece about him. Why do these people say this bullshit? He doesn't have peace about him. He showed his true colors. That wasn't peace. You know what I don't like? I don't like them insulting our intelligence. We are way smarter than to fall for this.
he lost his cool a little bit, or maybe a lot Saturday night. But I think that he needed to vent. I think he needed to.
He needed to vent on Smiley's panel in front of 1,200 people. Some PR guy you are. You're throwing Seth under the bus at every move.
I think he needed to get some things off of his chest. And I'll tell you, 20 minutes after he got that out of his system, he was smiling and laughing and joking and giving the girls on the team a hard time. And I mean, that's the Seth we love. I think, let me see here. I think that Stephen Crabtree, when we talked today, he told me that he didn't realize that Seth was that full of personality. And he said he just had the time of his life with him. So, Raina, how are you doing this evening,
The time
sister?
of his life?
Hi, how are you all doing?
Good. Appreciate you coming up.
Thank you for allowing me to jump in the box.
Yes,
First of
ma'am.
all, I'm praying and I'm holding out hope in Jesus' name. And I know that may not set well with some people, but that's my belief.
Amen.
And I watched the event yesterday, and it was beautiful. It was a spirit there. I feel like that there was a mighty move of God, and I feel that either way, that peace and content, seeing Seth, and even though he is, oh Lord, I couldn't imagine what that man's going through, or any of those family members, any of them. But I did see a lot of peace with him.
Oh yeah, we saw so much peace.
It was a good day. It was a beautiful day for that, to see that. And I kind of want to ask you this, Tony, if that's okay.
Anything.
Do you think, because I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm not trying to stir up anything, I'm really not. Do you think that social media,
quit spitting,
content creators are just making things a lot harder in this case than what it needs to be?
Brittany, I know.
And I'm sorry. That's just my question. I'll jump down. That way somebody else can come in the box.
You can stay up, sister. There's still one left.
Sister,
there's no problem.
You can stay up, baby girl.
Yes, I do. I think that the message I've tried to send to content creators, I'm not
good
a
right here.
Creator. I'm an old guy who's using a really cool platform.
I'm not a content creator. I'm just an old guy using a really cool platform and talking to these 24-year-old girls while I get my lips injected. What is wrong with this dude? Tony, seek mental help. Fix your marriage.
And have discussion about this case. And I believe in the power of TikTok being able to deliver a lot of information, and honestly, guys, I'll say, every one of my lives gets recorded. I don't think that's a secret to anybody anymore. And Ashley, you're 100% right. 100%. I think that my plea to content creators has been, when you go home at night, or when you go to bed at night, or when you look your kids in the eyes, if you have kids, the question I would challenge you to ask yourself is, am I using my platform for good?
Are you?
And
are you, Tony?
If the answer to that,
are you using your platform for good, Tony?
This is no, then there's still time to change that. And so many of these content creators have big platforms and big audiences, and they're just not doing any good with their platform. And, you don't have to like the people involved in the case, but at the end of the day, 99% of the people involved in these cases, they're volunteers. I mean, they're not people that are getting paid. And, there are people involved that are involved because they want notoriety and they want this and they want that. But most of the people involved don't have, I don't have any kind of platform I'm trying to build.
Oh, really?
When this case is over, this page will be turned over to Seth. Caleb's page will be turned over to Randy. Every little couple, $3 here or there. I mean, those go to those guys. But I do think, to your question, to make a short story long, I do think that there's content creators that simply don't do good with their platform. And I don't think that, criticizing people or, creating a platform and a bunch of followers where it's just criticizing people. I wouldn't want to tell one of my children, when they asked what I did for a living, that I sit and make fun of people on my platform. I just wouldn't want to do that. That's just not me.
That's
and
just
it's okay
not
for
me.
people to have opinions.
Okay, so it's just not me, because we talk about the bullshit he spews, and I don't typically do this, and I don't consider this drama. I consider this to be fraud. in a missing kids case. This is fraud. He's putting out fake information. Oh, Brittany, I am fired up. Fired up. He's going to go on to say people with big platforms like myself.
Child that's missing here. And if you take the top 20 or 30 true crime YouTube platforms and let's say the top 20 or 30 TikTok platforms and so on and so forth, imagine the good we could do if all those people were doing something positive. And that's what, that's probably.
See, he got a few on board, Pascal and T-Rev, and I don't know what their motive is and why they don't see through this. I'm just being honest. Because if they don't see through this, they're either dumb or they're choosing to ignore it. And no offense personally, but I see this and I think, why do you not see through this? Are you too stupid or do you not care? Because there's only two reasons why you would go along with this. Yes, I think he's talking about me. Absolutely. He doesn't like the ones that go against him that have large platforms. So he's trying to make you think that I'm bad. People like me are bad because we don't agree with him. Oh, I know a vigil. Right. I mean, do you think your wife's proud that you're giving out Deputy Skaggs' website? Yes, Britt, go live when I'm done with this, please, so I can watch you. Why did Coco Eats get deleted? He said he gives money to the family he's working for. Yes, that's what he has said, that the money, the GoFundMes go to the families. Yeah, I mean, it really isn't drama at this point. Like, I saw this, and when I saw that website, I was like, no, this has to be talked about. Like, I don't feel everything he says is wrong, needs to be talked about. No, I do think everything he says is wrong, but I don't think that it deserves attention. But when I saw this website and him trying to play off this Amber Alert, the true Amber Alert comes from the cops, guys, not from Deputy Skaggs. And Skaggs is about right. This has Skag all over it.
My impossible dream.
Yes, I agree with that completely, like 100%, because it takes unity in everything within the family, even though that is difficult, and even in the community everywhere. But I'm praying, and please relay that to Seth that that my family we are praying and standing in agreement that boy will be brought home. And I'm praying for peace and love for all of them. So y'all have a good night and God bless y'all.
God bless you.
Thank you. Coley and I were actually talking today, and we decided we want to do.
How good of friends can they really be with Seth? I mean, I'm picking up what you're laying down, Terry. But she says T-Rev and Pascal don't talk about it because they're friends with Seth and respect his wishes. If they talk about it, they do it directly to Seth. How do you know? How do you know what they do in the back office? How do you know what they tell him? Sweetie Cake, thank you for taking action on that. Let us know if you hear back. He said he's not good for him. Good for Pascal. See, I don't think Pascal is dumb, and I think he does see through it, and I think he's treading lightly. He's not a dummy. He didn't get where he is on YouTube being a dummy. Deborah says, Tony, you can't brainwash Jay's people. We love her. And he thinks that I brainwash all of my people when all I do is show you the real stuff. Bing bong.
Like a TikTok event kind of thing where we're going to reach out to other creators that are doing this for the right reasons and try to all come together on one day, and we take turns going to each other's platforms to show unity and support. We want to call it Sebastian's Army United.
I think that's a great idea. I mean, I think that in life, if you get enough good people, I think that you can outweigh the bad people, if that makes sense.
That's right.
You know?
Tony, there's a question in the comments that's over and over. It says, Tony, do you know if they have looked at the satellite imaging of Sebastian's home that day and night?
You know, it's funny that they keep saying that, or not funny, but it's interesting because when I was on my drive home, I think that I heard somebody call into T-Rev's show and ask that question. And quite honestly, I'm not sure how that works. I mean, if whoever's asking that could request to come up in a box, I'd love to have a discussion about that, because
come
we're
up
willing
in the
to
box.
do anything.
We'll let them up and don't mute them.
You know, that helps the case. I'm just not sure how satellite imaging works, and if you know how you would go about pulling that data. I mean, I just don't really understand it, quite honestly.
And I know everyone has a lot of questions, but we also have to remember that Tony is just a spokesperson. He's not the PI, and he's, you know, just coming into the case and everything. So be patient with your questions, because he's not had time to actually do a lot of hardcore investigation, if that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, just to give you guys an idea as to how bad the drama has gotten, Jenny, you're 100% right. You've got some really good comments. You should come up in the box. But you know, I showed up at this event, and there has been so much bad involved in this case that I show up to an event and a vigil, and my number one job is to stand next to Seth and not let him leave my sight so that nobody can get close to him, because everybody is just doing.
Okay, so he needed to go to a vigil for this guy's son, and he needed to keep him in his sight? Dude. Is somebody following and watching Seth at all times? Why would he need to keep him in his sight at a vigil for his son? What's someone going to do there? What is someone going to do there at a fucking vigil?
Everything they can to, you know, stop the drama. And you've got guys that are carrying, you know, pews with them and everything else at a child's vigil. And I think that tells us as a group where we've gone wrong. And it's just sad. I mean, there should be nobody that has to be protected at a vigil. I mean, I think that's terrible.
No, you are so right there.
You know, and I think that's, you know, that kind of shows us what we've done to this point, and it's never too late to change. But
that's right.
You know, it's one of those things where some of these folks are going to have to change 180 degrees, you know. No, Taylor, that's not good. I mean, that's one of the first things I picked up on.
Several want to know about any upcoming searches that you know
of. Well, I talked early on before you got on, Cajun, about, I saw an article today that EquiSearch has been in contact with TBI, and they've made it clear that if they're asked to come in, they will come in.
Dude, you're a dumb fuck. They're already coming back. You don't even know what's going on in the actual case. Dude, this guy is awful. Yep. Isolated and manipulated, Britt. I had to keep him in my sights so no one could get to him and tell him what a fucking fraud I am.
I would say that's one of the top search organizations in America. So I encourage everybody to reach out to TBI and tell them that we would love to see EquiSearch involved in the case. I just think that would be remarkable. And I mean, you talk about a group of people that are strong with manpower and equipment. I mean, I think they're just as good as it is.
Oh, well, I'm glad that you just verified EquiSearch for us. You tool.
The devil is dancing tonight.
So you're telling me that there were people at the high school carrying guns? No wonder they were getting pulled over. Ugh. Yeah, bagged and tagged, Steph. Bagged and tagged.
The comment that was made earlier about the Amber Alert of him getting in an unknown vehicle. Well, my question would be, if they knew he got in an unknown vehicle, why would they not know what type of vehicle it is?
Here we go with the fake news.
I don't know the answer to that, but I know the recording is very clear. It's Deputy Skaggs, and he says clearly that it is an abduction in an unknown vehicle. And I'll tell you, that just absolutely got my attention because, you know, again, I'm not being, hey, looks like Michelle's backing off her phone.
Well, with that announcement, wouldn't I mean, whoever, wouldn't it have to be like an eyewitness, video footage?
That's kind of my whole point. I mean, absolutely. I mean, I don't think that we don't, now there is a component to Amber Alerts. My understanding is that
this is where he starts tripping up his
it's
words.
a special needs child. I mean, you know, potentially an autistic child that maybe they would.
Okay. Who is this guy? J-Man2323. He's sitting there muted this whole time. Listen, this is where he's going to tell you about the Amber Alert and that there's a vehicle that's unknown.
Amber Alerts. My understanding is that if it's a special needs child, I mean, you know, potentially an autistic child, that maybe they would still issue an Amber Alert for a runaway. But that's not what they said. What they said was it was an abduction in an unknown vehicle. And, you know,
dude, you are so fucking irresponsible. You're going off Deputy Skaggs, and he's saying there's an unknown vehicle. The wheel goes. So we spin the wheel every Friday, which is our Friday Live at 3 in the afternoon Eastern time. And when we meet those bars up there, one is a super chat goal, one is a member goal, and one is a tip goal. If you go to www.j4j411.live/tip, you can leave a tip there. And we bypass YouTube. Thank you in advance. Did she get the banana? He don't like Michelle or something.
You're being a Karen.
Last guy to be. Now, I'll put pressure on law enforcement, and I won't do it out of disrespect. I do believe in this case that Seth Rogers deserves more communication as a father than what he is getting, which is virtually none. I talked to him on the phone about 4 o'clock today.
Yes, he does, Misty.
Maybe 6 o'clock tonight, I guess.
That's what I'm saying.
And I asked him about his conversations with Agent Simmons and then one of the guys from Sumner County. And he told me that every time that he talks to them, that he feels like he's bothering them. And I think that's a problem.
Well, do they give CP and KP any information?
He don't know.
I think
that you know of.
I think that Seth feels like that they communicate better with them, but I can't verify
Well,
that. You know.
I'll say usually, and I know a lot of people are not going to agree with this, okay, and I don't agree with it either, but a lot of times when stuff happens inside the home, even as far as CPS and everything like that, because I've actually been in a situation before.
I'm sure you have.
They actually do deal with where it happens more so than the actual, it sucks to say, than the actual father. That is.
Well, I've said,
that
I
actually
have said
happens in CPS cases all the time. Like, I know a lot of people don't want to believe that, but y'all, I'm here to tell you 100%. I know it happens.
Yeah, and you know, I don't always believe that perception is reality. I mean, I know that everybody says that. I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. It's no different than if somebody says, "Hey, you know, such and such is no good." Well, I'm going to make, you know, my own decision.
Give me a mod, please.
Just 1 second. I'm going to address a question in the comment.
Give me full mod, Tony.
How do I
give me full mod? There's one box that you got to check to make sure.
You just
So
hit my thing and then hit.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to show you this. See this guy sitting here, J-Man? Check this out. Let's go to Twitter for a second. Because this dude has a Twitter, this fucking Deputy Skaggs. And they make it look like it's legit. But look. It says Deputy Sheriff Michael, Mikol, Skaggs. And he has a fake Missouri Sheriff's Association training thing up here. From the governor of Missouri. Look it. Doesn't that look like the creep that's in that fucking live right now? What is this? What is this? Who is this person? Stop it. Stop it right now. proud dad, deputy sheriff, and second generation LEO. Now administrator US.watch to serve and protect missing kids. Oh my God. And look at, these are his Amber Alerts. This is this guy's Amber Alerts. Look. Another success story last night. What the hell is this? Are these even real kids? No, anybody who does shit like this, bouncing off little kids. 2 years ago, my co-founder got banned for using Twitter to coordinate public search efforts. Yeah, I don't think that's why you got banned. Probably because you're a pedo. Good grief. Fuck me. I don't like it. I know. Kind of does. So here's J-Man. I don't know who the fuck this guy is. Dude, I know. This shit's disturbing. This happened to me in another case years ago on Facebook. There was a guy who would make missing person flyers. Looks like the same fucker to me. I need somebody who can look into this ish. Yeah, this dude's hanging out in his chat, dude. I don't like it. Mm-mm. Gross. Gross, gross, gross.
Please.
Make sure you check that for mine too.
Love you still, Waters.
I would like to
Where do I have to hit
know
on
exactly what you might be referring to.
Under the mods, there's some little, you got to make sure that they're turned on. There's one that's not on by default. You need to turn that one on.
Where do I find that? Do I click on your name or picture or what?
Go under settings, down where your guests are, and go to moderators.
Yeah, or you should just be able to click on my picture and then hit the three little dots or whatever. I don't know if it's changed since.
Moderators.
Let's say.
One Bless Mama.
I don't know, dude. It's fucking
Manage
weird,
guests.
man.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you've got
Yes.
that. Give me just a second. Michelle, I don't have you as a mod. How do I get you as a mod?
I just commented in the comments. Okay, see my comment?
Why is that guy just
In the
sitting
comments,
there?
Click on my picture and then hit.
I can do that if I can. Oh, there you are.
Her
Yeah, click on my picture and
husband?
then do it that way.
Add
K-Gen?
moderator,
It doesn't
check
say
all the
K-Gen. It
boxes.
says J-Man.
There you go. We
And
got
he
some
ain't said a
people that need to
fucking
go
thing, and he
bye-bye.
looks just like that
Yeah.
guy.
Well, I just want to find out. Talking about bringing felons into a search is not helping Seth. Why are you doing that? Number one, I would like to know who you might be referring to.
I know where they're going with this, but
Hey,
I'm
Julia.
I'm gonna stop this real quick because I've had about all I can take with the whole Nina situation and people bashing and all that. Okay, because let's be honest, y'all. And I made a quote the other day, or I made a thing in the Facebook group. Honestly, I really did. And I said, here's the thing. So we have famous artists out here, right, that have turned their lives completely around, that are convicted felons, and we got paid to go watch them. We pay to go do this. We ask them for their support. We're literally, I've seen people in TikTok groups that are a part of Sebastian's army, right? Or they're supposed to be spreading awareness, okay? And I've seen them tagging these people, and I'm like, do y'all realize y'all are talking about people that want to volunteer their time, volunteer this, volunteer that, whatever, but you're tagging people that are convicted felons too. So at the same time, the way I look at it, honestly, is there a certain limit on certain things? Yes. Do I think there should be pedophiles brought in? Absolutely. Hell no. No.
He
Do I
said,
think
no,
that there
no.
should be certain other things? No. But at the end of the day, here's the thing, y'all.
Why are they even talking
is-
about pedophiles right now? Don't you want to know why? Why did that even get brought up? Nobody mentioned fucking pedophiles but them.
Not our child that's missing. Period. This is not our child.
My stomach
I
feels
don't-
sick.
It's comments like this that take away from Sebastian. Let me make that very, very clear.
People are more
Please
stuck on
do
all
not
that.
come in here and take away from Sebastian.
And here's the sad thing, guys, is everybody that's been here since we kicked this live off, and Southwest 4x4, you're welcome to come into the box. It's probably easier that way. I'm glad to answer any question. But I'm literally trying to not have any drama. I'm trying to keep it positive, and I get criticized for being responsible for drama. And I'm trying to create a platform where everybody is here to help find this child. And
Right.
it's just not helping.
I have a bunch. I literally used to deal with a bunch of people that were recovering addicts, actually, and y'all. A lot of them are doing amazing things. Now, there's certain things that they probably still cannot do till this day because of their past. Okay, but they have completely turned their life around. Some of them have started programs, have done a lot. And that's the thing. All these people out here that are running their mouth and talking crap and all that. Let me tell you something, because I've done some background searches on some people, and I'm not going to list names, but there's skeletons in everybody, and nobody is perfect. So if you think you're perfect,
Okay, listen, bitch. I've done backgrounds too. You can run one on me. I don't have anything on my background report. Do you?
none of us are perfect parents. None of us are a perfect person, period. And at the end of the day, it's not our place to judge so and so and so and so. And yeah, everybody that came in after Tony and whatever, y'all, seriously, it's beyond if you're here for Sebastian, then be here for Sebastian. If you're going to spread awareness, we want to be able to get him out everywhere. We have posted flyers. We have sent flyers. I am now working together to get bracelets and flyers and magnets together and to mail them to people across the U.S. I started that today to get people's addresses, and I am personally going to mail them out of my own pocket to get it out further so people have stuff out there. Make it positive for Sebastian. The drama needs to stop. Wondering why this person, just stop. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of times when people do that, the first thing I do is I go to your photo. I'm not going to lie. If you do it on Facebook, I go to your photo. And if you have not shared Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers one time on your page, I don't want to hear nothing, because at the end of the day, that is who we are here for. That is who we are supposed to be supporting and to be spreading awareness. Sometimes y'all just, the trolls, they like to have fun with it, and you just got to ignore them. The less we worry about them and the less we, of course.
Well, there's a way to stop it. From now on, when we see it in the chat, we'll just instantly mute. We're not going to address it anymore.
Yeah, I agree. You're getting
the best way to handle it.
Here's the other thing too. In Southwest 4x4, I want to hear your question.
I see your text.
Okay. Comment again so I can change that.
Cats don't like him either. Remember Websleuth's cat was screaming when Chris was on there?
I don't know anybody that doesn't like Jelly Roll. And
that's who I was talking about. That's who I wrote about in Facebook. I said Jelly Roll is he is a felon, but he turned his whole life around, and he's doing amazing
and
things.
I don't know if y'all realize this or not, but Bunny, his wife, has shared Sebastian's photo.
Yeah, she did.
Southwest, go ahead.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
I have a quick question in regards to, I don't know if you remember this, it's before your time, unfortunately, I think before you started working with Seth, but we started a petition to get the TBI to work with the FBI.
Yes, ma'am. The change.org petition.
What happened with that?
Well, unfortunately, I addressed that in a live early on, that you could have 1 million signatures, but that's just not how the process works. So until they decide to turn the case over, or until there is there's 4 or 5 reasons that the FBI would actually take the lead on the case. It's either got to be one of those reasons, or it's got to be Sumner County asking them to take the case over. Now, we can put pressure on Sumner County that if they don't provide answers or they don't have answers, to elevate the case. But it's ultimately, in this case, it's going to be their call.
Okay, that's
and people can go to the Capitol. I mean, you own the Capitol. To be honest with you, the people of Tennessee, go to the Capitol, take it straight to the top, demand answers. They work for us.
They do. I mean, if it's a city police department, you can go to your city council members and talk to them about what you feel like are deficiencies as a citizen.
Going to the clinker.
That's absolutely correct.
And I know in Caleb's case, they begged everybody not to go to the city council meeting. And, I told Randy, I said, we don't need to encourage them, but I don't think it's bad if they go to the city council meeting and demand answers. I mean, they are public servants, and by definition, they serve the public.
That's absolutely correct. There's always someone's head that you can go over if you're not getting answers, or, you're being neglected. And I truly believe, Tony, that there's a lot of information that Ellie knows that we don't know. And I truly believe that there is a case being built. So that's why everything is so hush hush. But, Seth still has the right. I feel that in my heart, and I've been saying it for a very long time now, even, on Chase's lives and things. I really feel like there's more to the story that they know that, of course we're not going to know, but I truly feel like there is a case being built.
Yeah, I hope you're right.
That's what we got out of this.
I really do.
And Tony, why do you continuously take to TikTok instead of going onto YouTube's?
I don't really care for the YouTube platform.
This is where it gets a lot better. It is sped up. so that we can get through this. 'Cause it makes me feel like I'm going to puke.
Reach more people quicker on TikTok. When I come on TikTok, when I have people in the box, their followers come over and
This guy is the biggest tool in the world. In the world. She says, why are you on TikTok instead of YouTube's?
Truly feel like there is a case being built.
yeah, I hope you're right. I really do. I really do.
And Tony, why do you continuously take to TikTok instead of going onto YouTube's?
I don't really care for the YouTube platform. I can reach more people quicker on TikTok. When I come on TikTok, when I have people in the box, their followers come over and I can get an audience of, some nights we've had 700, 800, 1,000, 1,200.
But he's not
frankly,
looking
most
to
of my
build.
lives end up
But he's not looking to build a platform, y'all. Yeah, don't fuck with kids. Don't fuck with kids. Go find missing adults. Go fuck with those cases. Stay out of the 18 and younger, please. It's a red flag when you behave like this.
recorded and end up on YouTube anyway. So it's just an easier platform for me. It's easier to get on. I can jump on from my phone, and it's just I don't really have a YouTube platform to do that on.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I got email. I'll check my emails in a little bit. Who's SW? I don't know who that is. Shanann Watts? What are you talking about? Potato. 700 to 800 people on a live that disappears is not reaching more people. YouTube is the second biggest streaming platform in the world. And it's a lot easier. You don't have to gain followers to fucking get in a box. You can just go live. See how Jules did it last night? Plug and play, baby. Plug and motherfucking play. She had never gone live before, and she did it like a champ. He wants the disappearing platform because he likes the young people on there. He never talks to someone his own age. Wait, what? Why is everybody talking about this jelly roll guy? He's going to be on News Nation again tonight. He can't get past News Nation. Oh, SW Explorer. Yeah, SW's, she's in the fucking box.
Even our little 30-minute one from last night made it.
Right.
I think I have access now to get on my other one, so I can hop down on this one and come up on my actual account, my backup. So I'll hop out and I'll come right back.
Okay.
You do know that T-Rev will have you on any night of the week.
Yeah. The problem is that when we jump on TikTok, we can get a group of like-minded people. And if we don't allow any kind of negativity, and I talked to T-Rev about this at dinner, and I love T-Rev. He's a great guy.
Oh, sure you do.
But anytime you do a call-in show, you're creating a platform potentially for drama. And there's been so much drama in this case that, I mean, we have a lot of moderators, and we can control what goes on here a lot better than we can on a call-in show. T-Rev does a good job of trying to control it, but it's just a better platform in my opinion, and that's just my opinion. I mean, I don't have anything against YouTube.
So the largest streaming service is Netflix for videos. And then the second is YouTube. I saw someone asked. Yeah. T-Rev. He don't want T-Rev's panel. Because you know what? Because it's too open. He doesn't like open platforms where people have opinions and the freedom to call in. You were searching for the vigil and ran across the J-Man account, and his wife uses his account because she has no followers? Why doesn't she just get followers? Sounds like a fucking lie to me. Sounds like a fucking lie to me. Why wouldn't you just make your own account and get followers? Why would you sit there with your creepy husband's picture? That doesn't make sense. And when it doesn't make sense, there's a reason.
Do you have an email that people can reach you?
We have, we are Sebastian's Army at gmail.com. And anybody can reach me regarding the case or whatever at that email for sure.
Hold on.
Do they have-
T-Rev is monetized. What are you talking about? T-Rev isn't monetized? Yes, he is. He gets super chats all day long. What? Yeah, I like-minded people.
T-Rev shit on the drum master episode.
We are Sebastian's Army at gmail.com.
Yes, all lowercase, of course, no apostrophes or anything.
There is no way you will talk about Sebastian. I've been trying to ask questions. What do they mean?
Oh, that's what
And we're
she
going to start.
said.
I'm going to
Sorry,
start,
Annie.
putting some pictures on here that in the background that haven't been seen by everybody. I mean, I'm going to start putting a few videos up. We've got some videos of the thing is, I guess there's a thing with TikTok where you're not supposed to put videos of the little bitty toddlers or whatnot with no shirts on, and we got to put figure some of that out.
Okay, so when he drove home from his little outing with his TikTok and YouTube friends, that he doesn't like YouTube, remember? But he has YouTube friends, and they went and had dinner and drinks. And he was driving back to his Airbnb, and you're not supposed to drive on TikTok, but he did. And he had to put a picture in, and he chose the picture of Sebastian in a diaper as a baby. And he got booted from his live because TikTok doesn't like pictures of little kids with no shirts on and stuff, like he just said. And if that wasn't a gross comment, like,
share those with you guys.
I don't know what you're talking about. What was the guy's post on Facebook looking for you that he knew where Sebastian was in Mississippi? A lot of people say a lot of stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, because the fake guy who said he had Sebastian was from Tony's home state. Just saying.
Not seen that out there yet.
Was it fake? Oh, I'm sure it was fake. There's a lot of we've had so many people that have tried to scam and stuff. It's truly sad, honestly.
There's been boots on the ground in Horn Lake.
Yeah, there's been boots on the ground a lot of places that nobody knows. Everybody doesn't go public. That's like why when I see or hear people say, "Oh, there's nobody searching," no, people don't go public. They don't. Everybody doesn't go live. Everybody doesn't tell where they're at. Some people don't. Would rather not people know that they're out there doing what they're doing.
That's what I was going to say. With a lot of people asking about the searches, sometimes it's for their safety. It's better to keep the location disclosed. Sometimes you can't just put out there where the searches are and what time they're happening and things like that, because then you're putting volunteers' safety at risk.
Correct. And Dublin, your question is, when are you going to call a press conference? I don't have the ability to do that. I've put pressure on law enforcement to have a press conference. And we put pressure on them again to do that yesterday with Channel 2.
Do you hear this bullshit? I put pressure on law enforcement to have another press conference, and we put pressure on them again to do that yesterday with Channel 2. He's acting like he's got Channel 2 in his pocket. I wonder if Channel 2 knows how he's talking.
Ultimately, a press conference is going to come at law enforcement's discretion, and I think we would all like that. I mean, that's a great question. It's just not. Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to do that.
I don't know why it wouldn't let me go on it. That's crazy. The last time with my first account when I did it, it let me go on immediately, but for some reason I can't with this one.
So I think it's Mew79. So Bullhorn Betty, I'm assuming that's BHB.
Here we go.
That you're talking about.
This is his
a
friend.
very good friend of mine. We talk almost daily.
See, he talks to her almost daily. Everybody he fucking talks to almost daily. How many fucking times you talk a day? No one gives a fuck. But Bullhorn Betty, he's talking to her daily. She's a good friend.
Ultimately, a press conference is going to come at law enforcement's discretion, and I think we would all like that. I mean, that's a great question. It's just not. Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to do that.
I don't know why it wouldn't let me go on it. That's crazy. The last time with my first account when I did it, it let me go on immediately, but for some reason I can't with this one.
So I think it's Mew79. So Bullhorn Betty, I'm assuming that's BHB that you're talking about. She is a very good friend of mine. We talk almost daily, and she has told me that she would be glad to do a TikTok live with me. So that's going to happen. This was just, kind of a short notice deal tonight, but she's agreed to do that with me, just a split panel.
Oh, hell, here we go, y'all.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I love her.
Okay, that's Savage. That's whose live I'm playing, because she streamed this from TikTok onto her YouTube platform. So you're going to hear her commentary. She starts chiming in now. She's been quiet for an hour and 12 minutes. I've been a vocal bitch, but now she gonna start getting on it.
Fantastic. She's very, very intelligent.
Oh God.
And I told her, I said, you're crazy, but you're the kind of crazy I like. You're like the crazy for good. You're the good kind of crazy. But she's awesome. I'd love to have her on.
Jesus help us. I told y'all.
Savage, I told you. Yeah, you're the kind of crazy I like.
Shut the fuck up. Told y'all. So I can't keep talking because I can't stop his ass. You can't stop live.
She does her little coffee show, Ashley. You're right. Early in the morning.
I love that little coffee bean.
She's been pretty animated lately, and I love it. I watch all of her.
Do you hear this? Hey, Faith. Hey, everybody. I'll go back to being quiet, but
Bullhorn Betty.
Yeah, she's awesome.
I like her. I like T-Rev. He always keeps it really neutral, positive. He tries to keep it all about Sebastian. Pascal is really good. I think I like Pascal. I like to watch him for any trial, like any cases, really. But he's really good with interviews and like doing interviews, like with Seth and stuff like that. I think
people are giving T-Rev hell about living in Seth's basement because someone started that rumor.
Oh no. He didn't. He lives in his basement, and
Seth don't even have a basement.
I know.
I know, but listen, it gets better. He lives in the basement, and then you know how he volunteered to buy the hot dogs and all that. And Seth didn't even want him to, so I was like, no, but he still volunteered. Like he wanted to do it, and people
now they're saying he charged.
Bashing about that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, can people like not just do something good for?
Then they were saying he charged people for the hot dogs.
So let me.
He's selling hot dogs too, slinging hot dogs mix. That's right.
Well, let me tell you all a couple things. They also said he was selling hot dogs out of Seth's basement. But so here's a cool thing about T-Rev. You have a lot of these guys out here that have platforms that they don't do any good on. All they do is cause problems, and they still make money. T-Rev has always been supportive of Sebastian and Seth, and he has actually donated a lot of the money he's made to Seth and Sebastian. In addition to buying, all the hot dogs or whatever, he was not asked to do that. How
about you tell that little boy to pay his child support, you dumbass?
Everything out of the kindness of his heart.
You got your ass
went back to Sam's to get more water, right?
Yeah. I mean, he took.
Let's give him a cookie. You got water and some hot dogs, some Wheaties.
And he's donating the money. I mean, he's leading by example, quite frankly.
I'm gonna need to see some receipts on that. I want to see some paperwork and receipts he donated his damn money.
Well, we're shot at.
Nobody has been.
That's rumor.
Nobody has been PPU'd. No, that's a lie.
That's rumor.
Yeah, that is a lie. That is totally false. No, the worst that anything has ever happened is people just driving by and just looking, staring, stalking, like kind of like peeping, looking. But no, nobody's ever made a threat.
AJ, be good. What are you talking about? You both owe him an apology. We're not going to do drama, so if that's what this is about, you can just scroll on out.
I call BS. Are you talking to me? Try saying that on his platform, bruv. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't follow Bullhorn Betty and her drama and with her friends, so please don't talk about that here. Please. I don't know those people, and I don't want their shit in my chat because then they'll come at me, and it ain't fucking worth it.
Because of anger. I will tell you to Michelle and other people that have been on the ground searching, and even as far as threats, the only people that were people that were on private property without permission.
Thanks for that.
That's just not the right way to handle searching somebody's property.
Yes, correct. There's not been anybody that has been
all you've been doing is
that's not the same Trev. T-Rev and Trevor are two different people, guys.
Yeah, they're two different people. So we're not bringing that drama in here. Keep it out of here, and I mean it. We're not doing it because
baby, you ain't
y'all
seen
don't backstory to that. Y'all are only knowing one.
Okay. They're joking about him living in the basement. It's a joke. They're saying he's selling hot dogs out of the basement. It's a joke. We all know he's not living in Seth's basement. Okay. And we're not talking about child support. Just ignore that whole comment because this isn't about child support. This is about Tony, Sebastian, and J-Man.
There's always one side, another side, and then the truth around all of it.
The T-Rev that we're talking about that donated the food is someone totally different.
We're going to take care of this.
Yeah, that's little food stamp. That's what we call
go ahead and address
food
that.
stamp. Hey, Faith, how you doing,
Want me
baby?
to address this?
Yeah, address it with what happened.
Hey,
that way, AJ, be good, and I'll
Well,
comment.
I already blocked them, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's just
move on.
Yeah, we're just not. We're not
Well,
going to.
guess what, Beach? I guess it's everybody's business now because he made it everyone's business when he talked about it last night and said that he had to go get DNA tested, and he's been waiting 6 years, and the children are hidden from him. So we have another guy saying children are hidden from him. I mean, let's say it like it is. He said it on his own live last night that he needs to take a DNA test and that the children are hidden from him. And when he can find those children, he will do the DNA test. His words, not fucking mine. So stop. Stop talking about him.
No, we're not going to feed into that anymore because that I have that.
And if you get muted tonight, you're more than welcome to come back to the next live. You'll be unmuted, but just
Oh,
take
I don't mute
note.
people. I
And
block because if you mute, then they just report you. And he don't have an agency account. I got an agency account, so I can get my account back. But yeah, let's talk about exactly. I
Why
just
don't you
typed in the
speak?
video
Who cares?
text
Shut
conversation.
up.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, y'all can tag here. No, you're not blocked, Devlin. You can comment in here if you're blocked, silly. They can tag you into stuff, but make sure. Are you keeping an eye on what you're getting tagged in? Or do you? No, I'm not talking about here. I'm talking about videos and stuff. Do you even know how to do that?
Southwest, I'm not sure what you're asking. Do you know who I am? What do you mean?
He gets in trouble over there, y'all.
You don't know who that
You're
is?
in the box, Southwest.
Oh, I guess I could say it out loud. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
I'm like,
Pascal's mod,
I'm
yeah.
new to
I'm
TikTok.
Pascal's
but I think,
mod.
oh, okay. All right. That's awesome.
I'm not used to TikTok live. Sorry.
No, you're all right. You're all right. No, so he lives in St. Louis, as you well know, and I was born and raised in Joplin. And you know, when I say we talk regular, I mean very regular, 2-3 times a day. And I never got to meet him before yesterday, and we spent all day and night together. And he's just he's as pure in real life as he is on camera.
Pure?
Yes. Yes.
Wait, who's pure?
Oh,
What man who's pure? Who's he talking about? Dude, why is he calling another man pure? This dude is fucking weird. This is weird.
Awesome, man. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I was so excited to be there and stuff. But like Pascal made my day when I got to meet him. I was like, what? I was like, he really showed up. And so then I gave him crap this morning when he had his live. I said he was spreading awareness about
show up. It was a big fat payday.
and all that this morning, how cool it was and how he did all that. And I said, well, and I made a joke with him. I said, now you can tell Seth that you went to church. Because you know how Seth always gives him and he's like, you need to be at church, and all that. I said, now you just tell Seth I came to church.
and something else too. Nicole's on here, and she's my sister. She runs our
keep right on
Facebook page.
playing
She
with the
also
Lord.
runs Caleb's page.
Keep on now.
Her and I are real close. Here's the thing: we are here for Sebastian. The thing is, Nicole, we would love to talk nothing but about Sebastian, but the hard truth here is, none of us that are fighting this fight know anything about Sebastian other than what we've learned through the case. So, even about Caleb, I can talk about all day, but
I don't know Sebastian. The only thing that we know.
I didn't know Caleb before this
But
happened.
you'll make a channel with this boy's name in it, though.
Absolutely love to just talk about the child, but we have to talk about supporting him, and we have to talk about supporting Seth and whatnot, because none of us know Sebastian.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna put a video out about this dude, and you think why would you wait 4 fucking days? Put the shit out. I don't like it. He's going to put a video out. You know why? Because this douchebag doesn't want him to take calls and be live. But he wants in on the action, so he's going to put out a fucking video. That's my call. That's my opinion. Because he just said, oh, no, he does a good job running it, but we can't have that. We can't have people calling in because I might get called out on the carpet. So you can do videos, but no live streaming.
I don't even know. I met a girl at the Waffle House that, knew him 10 times better than the rest of us because he ate in there twice a month. So, it's just real hard to talk solely about.
Okay, so they ate in there twice a month.
Child when we, none of us have ever met the child, if that makes sense. But Nicole, I thank you publicly for, I agree with you, sister. No drama. I agree. Whoa.
I switched you.
You sure did. Boy, look at that. I just went from being to somebody.
Well, I was trying to post. Sorry, I was trying to.
Again, an hour and 20 minutes to post that child's picture. Huh?
If you can put Sebastian up there,
we finally got a picture.
Long, I'm good with that.
Yeah, but it's not. I'm trying to find a good picture. To post,
hour and 20 minutes in.
Were any of y'all on that? Dispelling rumors sometimes. Were any of y'all on those 2 lives I tried to do last night while I was driving? Boy, that was a train wreck.
That was crazy.
I was not in there.
This the way they monitor stuff is wild. it's I'm on and then I'm
so you
They've
can't.
gotten so much more strict here lately.
Yeah, you can't drive. You get a 10-minute timeout for that.
I got 2 of them.
Did you really?
And then I got all the way back to the hotel, and by the time I got there,
and you never tell people that you're driving. You always say you're teleporting.
Well, he had his GPS on too.
Oh, see, you man, no.
Michelle, I'm a complete rookie. I'm sorry.
We got out.
I tell you, between Chase and Cindy, they kind of got me educated, but I'm still.
Oh my God.
He was abducted in an unknown.
We cannot. Why am I freezing up like this?
Well,
hold on. Oh man, I literally can't. know why my computer's freezing, guys.
Yeah.
It's probably fucking Sergeant Skaggs.
Somebody said 800 to get in a box. Well, I think we've been getting them in the box.
Hang on. This is all jacked up right now. Let it just load.
Good relationship, and I respect you, but the problem, the reason I just want to know what you think, but the reason
I've been on very, very high profile cases.
Oh yeah, here we go.
But I know
this is creepy. This guy steps in, and I don't know if this is the J-Man or what that comes in on this.
Well, I just thought I'd tell you, Tony, that I have a degree in public relations and quite a bit of experience.
This is SW. She's like, I got a degree in public relations, and what you doing ain't it, bitch.
They've gotten so much more strict here lately.
Yeah, you can't drive. You get a 10-minute timeout for that.
I got 2 of them.
He's
Did
proud
you
of
really?
it.
Then I got all the way back to the hotel, and by the time I got there,
And you never tell people that you're driving. You always say you're teleporting.
Well, he had his GPS on too.
Oh, see, you man, no.
So they think it's fucking funny to go out for dinner and drinks and then TikTok live on the way home and put a picture of Sebastian in a diaper and get restricted for it. Ha ha ha. Funny, funny, funny.
Michelle, I'm a complete rookie. I'm sorry.
We got to help you out.
I'll tell you, between Chase and Cindy, they kind of got me educated, but I'm still low level educated.
You can say that again.
Well, I just thought I'd tell you, Tony, that I have a degree in public relations and quite a bit of experience in PR and marketing. If you'd like to bounce anything off me, feel free to.
Well, you ought to be able to know he's full of shit, then, lady.
Will you message me with your with your name and phone number? Because Cajun can tell you, I had a super sweet lady reach out to me off the Facebook page.
See, he doesn't want to talk to anyone legit. So SW asked to reach out, like, oh, hey, if you need to bounce anything off me, I'm willing to talk to you. And watch how he blows her off subtly. He subtly blows her off because he knows she's got a degree in PR. He don't want to touch that because someone with a degree in PR would know he's full of shit.
Diarrhea of the mouth.
And y'all, if you love my channel, you're going to need to protect me from these weirdos.
I'm getting a little over 100 messages a day, and I don't always have time to go through those.
He
But
gets over 100 messages a day. I bet they're all positive too.
If you want to reach out to me, we can text, and Cajun can tell you I'm always available by phone.
Right. Mm-hmm. And if you can't reach him and you need me to get a message to him, just reach out to me on my account on Cajun. It's Kayjen. I'm having to use my husband's because I got nannered, and I'm in timeout until Saturday. I'm going to comment again, guys, and if you would follow my backup. Every time I try to type follow in the comments, it filters it.
You said
K-A-Y what?
Winner, I knew it. I'm not sure what you're referring to.
Kayjen. I just commented again. I said, hey guys, that one's my backup one. I'm trying to get enough on it so I can have full live access on it.
Wish there was a way we could.
Did they change the amount of followers you had to have to get in a box? Because it was 200.
No, I think it's 1,000. It's always been 1,000.
Well, no, for my first one, I only had to have 200 to get in a box of someone else's. But then
do you see the fucking trouble they go to be private? The trouble they go to be private. Oh, I'm in timeout till Saturday. Why don't you go on a platform where you don't get timed out for breathing? That's great. You can really, focus on finding missing people by getting banned for a week. Yeah, what an asshole. Do you know that one of my best friends and her 5 children were hit by a drunk driver on an expressway going the wrong way, and here's this idiot saying he's looking for a missing child and he's driving while TikToking and reading chat. Gross. Go away, Tony. Just go the fuck away.
To go live.
To go live. Oh yeah, I don't know, Michelle. It's hard to recall.
It's only 200 to get in a box.
Well, I've got over that now, and it's still not letting me. But I mean, I just got it not long ago, so I don't know why.
200.
I went out, I closed it all out, and it still won't let me.
But your mustache is cute on this one. Yeah, they talk about your picture.
Jen?
Somebody said 800 to get in a box. Well, I think we've been getting them in the box with 200.
It's 200 for a box and 800 for a live. That's what I had to have on my other account. But I didn't know if they had just changed it in the last few days.
Yeah.
I don't know who
But I
any
know
of
it's
these people
200
are,
and
dude.
800.
We've ran into a lot of people jumping in the lives, and they're like, well, I don't have 200 to get in the box, and then when they get their 200, they don't even get up in the box.
Yeah. I think 200 will get you in with no picture, I think.
Right. Yeah. That's what it's supposed to. And I've got over that now, but it still won't let me get up on that account. But I still need more followers so I can get the full live access with it. But
if you quit acting wrong, you wouldn't get bananaed.
I know I can't help it. It's no fun.
Can you send Michelle the Amber Alert audio to play for us? Michelle, if I send you that, can you play that for everybody? That'll get everybody freaked out.
Okay, yeah. He wants to get everybody. He wants to get everybody freaked out with this Amber Alert audio from that Watch US. Listen. Listen close.
I tell you, I'm not sure if I'm ready. It just gets crazier and crazier.
Where is who came from, Kim? Who are you talking about? I thought it's always been 1,000 to go live, y'all.
To go live, yes,
Yeah,
with
but-
video. But just to be in someone else's box, it's not.
I swear, y'all, I think when I started, though, back in the day, I think I had to have 1,000 to even get in a box. I remember the first time I ever got in a box, though, with some random people I did not even know. I had no idea who they were. And they
Aries,
talked
I'm
me into
so
getting
sorry
into
for
it.
your
I was
loss.
terrified. Next thing you know, I was like, I done blew up. I was like, I had no idea.
Thank you for
doing.
having my back,
recently
guys.
changed it. Yeah. All right, I've got it.
We are reading the chat, but it's hard. The chat goes so fast, y'all. It's hard to read.
Okay, so there's another downfall. The chat goes so fast you can hardly read it, and they can't slow the shit down. So yeah, he's picking the best platform for the job. Let me tell you.
Sister, hey, I want to tell you guys a funny story before you play that, Cajun.
Okay.
So we're standing. You guys saw his name. We call him Jonesy. You guys saw the black gentleman that was standing next to Seth and I the whole time that led the prayer. Did you guys see him?
Wait for this.
Yes.
Racist motherfucker too.
So
Watch.
we had a lady walk up. She's a super sweet old lady, and she walked up with a walker, and she was talking to. We let her talk to Seth, and she gave him a hug, and she said, I know.
We let her, some old lady, we let her talk to Seth. What?
Sister, hey, I want to tell you guys a funny story before you play that, Cajun.
Okay.
So we're standing. You guys saw his name. We call him Jonesy. You guys saw the black gentleman that was standing next to Seth and I the whole time that led the prayer. Did you guys see him?
Yes.
Okay. So we had a lady walk up. She's a super sweet old lady, and she walked up with a walker, and she was talking to. We let her talk to Seth, and she gave him a hug, and she said, I know you, and Seth said, I'm sorry, I don't recognize you or whatever, and so then she turns and looks at Jonesy, and she says, I know you too. And he said, no, I don't think so. And she said, yes, you do. Yes, I do. You're Pascal. And he said, no, I'm
no
not
one
Pascal.
laughed. Not one person laughed at that. Why? Because he's black? Is that funny, Tony? You're a fucking joke. You are a joke. Oh, it's funny because he was black and she thought he was Pascal. If I was Pascal, I'd tell this guy to get fucked.
And he said, but he's standing right over there. So it was.
Here, listen to that again.
That's
He's the only one fucking laughing. Great.
He said, no, I'm
joke.
not Pascal. And he said, but he's standing right over there. So it was.
No, it was pretty funny.
And he said, no, I'm not Pascal. And he said, but he's standing right over there. So it was. That's a pretty funny comment. Is this really Tony talking right now? I'm used to re-airing of streams, etc. Yes,
Yeah,
it's
I
really,
just saw that.
That's
All
funny.
right. I'm going to get off here. I'm going to lay down, but I'll be in the comments.
Okay.
Okay, y'all.
Have a good night.
You too.
Okay.
Okay, so before you play that, Blue Knight has been waiting to
She needs to take her ass to bed.
Okay, where's Blue Knight? I don't
Sorry
even
about
see
that,
them.
brother. How
Oh,
you
there
doing?
he is.
Okay. It is exactly 800 to go live with your video, but you have to.
Right,
you
right.
have
I know that. I'm talking about to be able to go into a box.
200.
Okay, that's what I thought it was. That's what it was for
This
me
is
before.
weird.
And I have over that, but it's still not letting me for some reason.
You need to turn off your phone and
I did.
restart
I tried it. I tried it.
Yeah,
I'll
you
do it
need
again. I was just.
When you're done, turn it off and restart.
Yeah, I'll try it again. But yeah, I'll play this. Oh no, Luna, give me that. Come here.
Y'all are gonna get goosebumps when you hear this. You need to listen.
Somebody's
to
choking a damn chicken. Y'all hear that?
I have
Damn
to
phone.
take it away from the dog because it gets loud.
Well, you I don't know if Chase told you the rumors and propaganda. Did Chase tell you that?
Spit it out.
Yeah, I talked to her
Yeah,
tonight.
yo.
We talked about so much stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
People thought I was Seth. I was laughing too.
Oh, wait.
Who is this
What is the
weirdo?
person's name talking right now?
I am Blue Knight.
No, you got a different name that you call in with.
I'm sorry?
Did you use a different name when you called into T-Rev tonight? Doug.
No.
Okay. Sorry, just
Welcome,
kidding.
Justin.
No, I only have this name, and then that's one of my old doggies. So no, that's it. And I don't normally, in fact,
I know, right, Lou? It's fine.
Tony knows I normally don't go live with my picture.
This is boring as hell. Get him off the pan.
Yes, sir. I do know that.
And I went live on Chase's because I wanted to hush that rumor right away to show people who
What's
I
up,
was.
D's in the streets, girlfriend?
I'm tired of
Giving up late.
these stupid rumors. I'm sick of them. People need
This
to
for
let it go.
documentation. These recordings are
I
for
greatly
documentation.
appreciate you
We done
saying
found this
that, man. I
motherfucker in
agree.
lies.
How do we let it all go when we have no facts to actually move forward to finding this young
Yes,
boy?
SW.
The best thing I can tell you is let them do their job. That's all I'm going to say. Let law enforcement do their job. I've been on very, very high profile cases.
Yikes.
And
on what end?
We never told the families what was going on.
Okay. What kind of what end of the profile or of the high profile cases? I've been involved in high profile cases? Huh. As what? I feel like I'm going to throw up. This shit makes me sick, dude. No, I don't think that's Duty Ron. I hope not.
Until we had the person or the person was in custody. That's when we tell what's going on. And we're
I mean, what you got to say about that? You
and
moron.
that's usually what happens. And in those cases, now in this case, we're talking about a missing person. And that's what I'm going to say. It's a missing person.
I don't know who he is.
And we need to find this missing person. That's what I still believe. I always will believe this. And I have not stopped believing that.
So Blue, when you say missing person, is it your theory that he walked out of that house?
I can't. Let me.
Well, didn't you say that police officer announced that he was picked up by an unknown vehicle?
Yeah, that's what the officer said.
And the reason I asked that is you and I have a good relationship, and I respect you. But the problem, the reason I just want to know what you think. But the reason I asked that is we've been told that they literally have no evidence that he ever even left the house on his own, and that's why I asked that question.
Well, it's hard to say. I mean, I'm not that officer. I didn't see what happened,
right?
And I wasn't there, so I can't elaborate on what that officer saw or what he heard or what he's what went on, and unless you're there and see what happens or saw or he saw something or if he saw the car or whatever, or somebody said, hey, this is what happened. This is still what's called hearsay evidence. It's not a full-fledged thing.
Exactly.
That's why they say an unknown vehicle.
Right. Well, listen, Blue, listen to this Amber Alert and tell us what you think after listening to this.
Oh,
if you can
fuck.
stay on
Here
for
he's
a
going to
second.
play the AI Amber Alert for Sebastian. You ready for this? This is bullshit. I'm just prefacing by saying this is bullshit. The original Amber Alert comes from the TBI. Call the TBI, let them know, or, you know, ask questions to the TBI about the Amber Alert. You do not go through a website that is paid and gives rewards for helping find missing kids.
Yeah, well, let me take it out of my ears because I have PTSD.
Okay. I'm sorry about that too, buddy.
All right, are we ready?
Yep, we're ready. Tee it up.
Here we go. It's a bullshit.
Broadcasting live at US.Watch to help find Sebastian Rogers. He was abducted by unknown suspect, possibly in an unknown vehicle. Carefully navigate to your assigned watch zone and check in to claim your reward at US.Watch/Find Sebastian. Do not trespass or confront the suspect. To report a sighting or any suspicious activity, call 911 or tap the phone button. Stay tuned in to this broadcast at US.Watch/Find Sebastian to get the latest information and search instructions pertaining to this alert. I'm going to let Deputy Phillips take it from here.
Thank you, Deputy Skaggs. And thank you to everyone actively searching at US.Watch/Find Sebastian. Curtis Harris just cleared their first watch zone. Today's top searchers are Melanie Smith with 2 zones cleared, Janice Schneider with 1 zone cleared, and Curtis Harris with 1 zone cleared. Keep up the great...
Curtis Harris? How are they clearing zones? What is this all about? These are the searchers that have cleared zones. Who's Curtis Harris? What the heck?
Latest information and search instructions pertaining to this alert. I'm going to let Deputy Phillips take it from here.
Thank you, Deputy Skaggs. And thank you to everyone actively searching at US.Watch/Find Sebastian. Curtis Harris just cleared their first watch zone. Today's top searchers are Melanie Smith with 2 zones cleared, Janice Schneider with 1 zone cleared, and Curtis Harris with 1
Jenna Schneider? Are these just made up names?
cleared. Keep up the great work, everyone.
This is Deputy Michaels.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a drop the mic moment, right, guys?
Yep.
What do you think about that, Blue?
Well, again, they just said an unknown person, unknown vehicle.
So
they,
is it your experience
Ooh, that will scare somebody.
that they would have to have really, really strong evidence to release it that way from a deputy?
I can't elaborate.
I respect that.
Yeah, it's fake shit, you guys.
Okay.
I don't want to.
But there was at least some sort of evidence to cause it to be released that way, correct?
Okay,
some sort of evidence or some belief.
I can't elaborate.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay. Yeah, I want to read this comment because I'm really getting irritated. And when this is over, we're gonna end this. It's almost done, guys. I'm late and been listening while I work. Did you see T-Rev last night? He said they're looking at someone we all know. Okay, number 1, LE isn't even speaking to Tony or Seth. How would T-Rev know what the fuck they're looking for? Yeah, an unknown person in an unknown vehicle. He's putting out a false narrative. What's going on here? He doesn't know who they're looking for. He knows nothing about the investigation. None of us do. No, you're not blocked.
When did that get aired?
Right after it happened.
And that's been airing since. Correct?
See, it went out right after it happened, and that's been airing since, correct?
No.
I don't believe so.
No.
Has anybody
This is
heard
the
this
first that I
before?
have ever heard that.
It was when that one went out immediately, but they retracted it right away.
Why?
Well, that was kind of my whole point in saying that, everybody talks about misinformation, but we've got. I don't believe that misinformation necessarily means lying, but there has been misinformation on this case, as well as
Have a good night, Halloween, baby.
Flyer. That's kind of my whole point.
Good night.
It gets everybody confused, and everybody, everybody goes crazy because they don't know what's
Kinda
fact
did,
and what's
Sharon, for
fiction and
real.
what's misinformation and what's
Trust me, people will hear
misleading.
this
It
and
just
they'll be
gets,
on it.
it gets
People
convoluted.
will find out the truth on this because he's done. If this is fake or not, trust and believe
It's
that.
fake
honey.
And that goes back to my
I'm just
suggestion,
here
you know,
reporting
maybe
the
everybody
documentation. If
is
anybody needs the
focused
proof.
so much on CP and KP and Seth that
Listen, Blissful, this is what I'm saying is fake. The recording he played is fake. Okay? The Amber Alert does not include an unknown vehicle or an unknown person. Homeland Security is involved in this case. Go read the TBI website. You'll learn a lot. Quit listening to other people and go to the source. I'm telling you, this guy is bringing fucked up, wrong information, and he's putting out a fake narrative that there was an unknown person, an unknown vehicle. That's never been said. And I'm not going to fucking play it again. It's gross. It's wrong. That site is fake. It's a paid site that wants your phone number. Yep, he sure did, Rebecca. And it pisses me off. Why would T-Rev, he's interviewing Tony, so it has to be in a recorded video. He won't do it live because he can't take the heat. Because everyone on YouTube knows he's a scammer. I don't even know who Police Off the Cuff is. This has nothing to do with YouTube. This is a website, you guys. Watch.us. Yep. Misinformation after misinformation, and the father is allowing it. Let that sink in. When people show you who they are, fucking pay attention. No, he's under the Kool-Aid now, Julia. T-Rev is under the Kool-Aid. He's not going to do a live with Tony because Tony won't allow it. So he's going to do whatever he can to be in on whatever this fucked up thing is. And I don't like it. Don't fuck with kids. Don't fuck with kids and don't fuck with animals. Those are my two triggers. Yes, he is blissful. Yes. Yes. Let's not spread false information. Look at that face. Oh, man, it's scary.
the true focus here should be definitely 100% on finding Sebastian, not who did it, not what happened. You know, Sebastian, where is Sebastian?
Yeah,
that's right. It's up to the detectives to figure out who did it and what happened.
Yeah.
As bad as we want to know, I understand that,
put
you
your
know,
phone number in that site,
we all
please.
want to know, but in all reality, our focus should be on finding Sebastian and looking for Sebastian.
So let me comment real quick to what Ashley said. Ashley, you hit the nail right on the head. When everybody came after Stephen, and you say that maybe what he said wasn't so wrong at all, I still strongly believe that that's what he was told. I don't believe he got it wrong, but I believe that when he talked to the next detective, that we're still waiting on the video or the audio.
He doesn't
on that,
even know
by
what
the
he's
way,
talking
'cause
about.
That conversation was recorded. Now, if that's not what he said when we hear the recording, then we'll stand corrected. But there's just a lot of things that lead people to believe that there is some sort of footage of him from the 26th. You know, you take the TBI flyer, and you know, nobody's accusing anybody of anything other than we just want the facts, because without the facts, then, you know, we don't know what happened, and we never will. So
right, Mello.
You know, I do believe, and I agree with Blue. I generally trust law enforcement, and I do believe Sebastian will be found.
Hold on. Okay. Lady, I love your trust in people. He knows. And that motherfucker is all over social media. Don't let him fool you. Don't let him fool you like that. He was told to stay off social media. That motherfucker doesn't stay off social media. They're playing y'all. They're playing y'all. And it doesn't mean it's a hoax. It means that someone has brought in some dirty business into a case. Don't let this man make you believe that Sebastian's not real with all of these antics. Please. This is a real child who suffered real abuse and is really missing. This is a lot of bad eggs that have brought in a mess to a case. That's their goal, to muddy the waters. The longer this drags on, the more lucrative it is. Do not put your phone number in that website. Do not do anything on that website. That was just to show you what that website is. Please do not get into any of that.
I don't know what's in parentheses there. They're a lime. The real me. I do believe he'll be found, and I believe Caleb will be found. And I hope and I pray that they'll be found the way we want them to be found. But I think we would all agree that with every passing day, I mean, it's more frustrating as a parent and spokesperson.
That's what I'm saying, Luke. I've never heard that recording before, ever.
And Blue, I mean, would it be fair to say that
I'm gonna need
the further
some
we go on,
betting on that,
the worse
for real.
it is, in your professional opinion?
The first 48 hours are the most intense.
Right.
If you don't find anything in the first 48 hours, it becomes a harder case to find.
Right.
It's harder and harder after that.
Thanks, Burger Man.
The detectives are probably doing the best they can. TBI is probably doing the best.
Probably not making a lot of friends, but I don't like
remember,
it.
ladies and gentlemen, and this is what I'm going to put out plain and simple. There's a while back, everybody came out with
Me either, Julia.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible.
And when that happened, a lot of agencies lost grants. When they lost their grants, they weren't able to hire people. Most agencies in Nashville don't make what I was making in California. So just to give you an example, they make maybe.
This guy lived in California, like Seth did.
They're lucky $20 an hour. I mean, it's unreal. So I mean, it's just sad. Most of them have to do moonlighting, a second job in uniform to keep doing.
That's terrible.
I've been retired since 2006.
Not hit me.
Yeah. So Cajun, will you just play the first part of that again? People are asking for that. Will you play that again?
Hi,
Ocean, how are you
Ryan.
doing this evening?
Sure.
You in a while.
No, you need to play the whole thing. The whole thing. Play the whole thing. You can play it.
Posting live at US.watch to help find Sebastian Rogers.
Play it
He was
again.
abducted by unknown suspect, possibly in an unknown vehicle. Carefully navigate to your assigned watch zone and check in to claim your reward at US.watch/find Sebastian. Do not trespass.
There's no fucking reward. This website says that you'll win rewards for searching for missing kids. Not missing people, just kids. Just kids.
You can play it.
Posting live at US.watch to help find Sebastian Rogers. He was abducted by unknown suspect, possibly in an unknown vehicle. Carefully navigate to your assigned watch zone and check in to claim your reward at US.watch/find Sebastian. Do not trespass or confront a suspect. To report a sighting or any suspicious activity, call 911 or tap the phone button. Stay tuned into this broadcast at US.watch.
Janine, if your daughter is a police officer, why don't you throw this by her? See what she thinks of this mess.
They played the audio on the end. Infamous is not. I mean, it's not anything relevant. It's just a whole bunch more verbiage. So that's why I'm not having her play the whole thing. But
Infamous is in there, y'all.
it's not like we're trying to just play the part.
No, I'm telling you why he's not playing the whole thing. Because they say names. You heard it the first time where they say the names. So-and-so. It said somebody Harris. That's why he didn't fucking play it the second time. Because it says the names afterwards.
Give girl.
So what would you call that, Blue? Would you call that a first watch?
We heard you.
Yeah, that's
We heard him respond
because
to
an
you.
Amber Alert usually. That's why I
No,
said I had to
How
take
do you
my
think I
earpiece
felt
out.
when I heard this? I was like, oh.
Because an Amber Alert usually starts with a tone. You get at least a 2 or 3 tone, and people have heard Amber Alerts. They know what I'm talking about.
Okay,
So
so
my understanding in talking,
basically, this guy is saying that's not legit, right? Is that what you're picking up?
we have a team member that is part of
This
the
dude's
first
gonna bust
watch
his ass out right here in front of
creates
God and
Amber
everybody,
Alerts.
y'all.
My
Lean in.
understanding is that's the one that comes before the official Amber Alert. Is that your understanding?
I have no clue because I'm just saying that's not the Amber Alert.
Okay.
An Amber Alert is
Oh, thank God. Okay, so Black Knight corrected it. Whew. At least that makes me feel better. At least that makes me feel better. That this guy's like, no, that's not the Amber Alert.
and it comes out, and this is when an Amber Alert is usually with more detailed information. They have a vehicle identification. They know what type of vehicle it was. They know maybe the suspect, what it looks like. They may have a partial plate,
right?
Exactly, or something to that. When somebody says that was a real, hold on a second.
Yeah, and I think the thing that got my attention is that it was issued by.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Except it's not a real Amber Alert.
Well,
That's because a real Amber Alert,
looky there.
everybody has heard them. You hear it. It's 3 tones. It's like
Well, damn, you don't say.
Something to
So
that
is this
effect.
like a police scanner thing before the Amber Alert
No,
was
it's
actually
not a
issued?
police
Well,
scanner.
It says that Deputy Skaggs runs that site.
It's a site.
You hear this? Deputy Skaggs runs that site like he fucking knows him. Like he knows him.
Get Ocean in the box because she's fully
Yeah, let me come out.
Oh, now he's
Come
got
on,
his.
I'll step out.
I was going to track
brother.
Hey, it's time for bed, Tony.
Thanks,
Tony, do you want me to leave?
No, Blue said he's going to pop out. You're fine. Either
Okay,
one.
he wants him to get the hell out of here because he done busted this shit out. Probably you and T-Ray made that stupid shit
I
up.
can get out. If I can.
Good night, Blue.
None of
Good
you.
night, Blue.
I
Thank
got you, Blue Knight.
Thank you.
Hey,
Good
remind
night.
me. Hey, you need to add me so I can let people in too, to the box.
Okay, I'll mod you.
Well, you got me modded, but you don't have me where I can do add people to the box.
Oh, I got you. Okay, I'll change your permissions,
All right,
buddy.
all right, bye.
Thanks, buddy.
Ocean said you can't come up right now.
Okay, all right. Well, let me. I've
Look
got.
kind of
somebody-
nervous
thank
there,
you, Jamie,
Tone.
for
Look
waiting.
at him, y'all. He
Wow,
looks
I guess
real
it's
nervous.
coming up. I didn't see it.
Ocean's in the box now.
He is nervous.
Look
There,
at him.
I can't stay long, but
Here we go.
So there's a Deputy Skaggs. He's a law enforcement. You can find him on Twitter,
Listen to this.
and he runs that website.
First watch.
Yeah.
Oh, Faye,
what
thank
is
you,
that?
honey.
So I think
Thank
what it
you
is,
so
I
much.
haven't looked.
You can find him on Twitter, but now they're going to retract. Oh, I know, Justin. It's almost embarrassing now. Like, when are you going to just disappear? Poof. I mean, does he have no fucking shame? It could be AI. You're right. Don't ever get in the box.
Y'all
That,
better
but I think what it is
sure
is
his feet
when
speak
the
right now.
alerts
You
are
got to
put
make
out,
sure.
he runs
Thank
the
you, Faye.
scanner. There's a system that he has.
You're too
For
good to me,
people that
girl.
are in the surrounding
I
area,
appreciate you.
they get on alert to start looking for people. As soon as the alert goes out, their citizens, it's kind of like a citizen app, right? Where people are on high alert. They hear, okay, this child is missing.
Oh my
blah, blah,
God,
blah.
Val, you finally got one, girl.
So the people that are on this site that are paying attention are looking out for,
Tell
this
Faye, thank y'all.
child, this car, the alert that's gone out.
So, do you think, Ocean, in my position, do you think it would be beneficial to reach out to Deputy Skaggs and ask him why it was issued that way? I mean, do you think that's valid?
Yeah, absolutely, I would, because
Because people are acting like this is just a big nothing burger, and to me, it's something.
And
Well,
my
and that's the
question
thing.
is,
Oh, so he thinks it's something. He says he's going to reach out to Deputy Skaggs. Justin, Deputy Skaggs. Yeah, he did boot Blue Knight, didn't he? What the heck? After he said that's not the Amber Alert, he booted him.
is he a
He
true
comes back,
deputy,
though, I
or
think.
is that just a name that he goes by?
yeah, I think you need to vet everything before you put it out, Tony, honestly, because
Yeah, thank
there's so much.
We've been down this road, right?
Yeah. So I
We've
would
been down this road. Dude, this guy.
Sit down, bitch, sit down.
Why are people such idiots?
He signaled to get the guy out there? Let's see. Well, no, because Ocean wanted to come up, so he had to boot Blue Knight for Ocean.
To claim your reward at us.watch/find Sebastian. Do not trespass or confront a suspect. To report a sighting or any suspicious activity, call 911 or tap the phone button. Stay tuned into this broadcast at us.watch.
No, they played the audio on the end. Infamous is not. I mean, it's not anything relevant. It's just a whole bunch more verbiage. So that's why I'm not having her play the whole thing. But
Infamous is in there, y'all.
it's not like we're trying to just play the part.
That's not a regular Amber Alert.
Here, girl.
So what would you call that, Blue? Would you call that a first watch?
We heard you.
Yeah, that's.
We heard him respond to
an
you.
Amber Alert. Usually, that's why I said I had to take my earpiece out. Because an Amber Alert usually starts with a tone. You get at least a 2 or 3 tone, and people have heard Amber Alerts. They know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, my understanding and talking to, we have a team member that is part
This
of the
dude's gonna bust his ass out right here in front of God and everybody, y'all.
My understanding is that's the one that comes.
Oh, he said we have a team member that's part of U.S. Watch. What? Oh my God. YouTuber, welcome. We have a team member.
If it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a duck.
That's not a regular Amber Alert.
Here, girl.
So what would you call that, Blue? Would you call that a first watch?
We heard you.
Yeah,
listen.
We heard him respond to
an
you.
Amber Alert. Usually, that's why I said I had to take my earpiece out. Because an Amber Alert usually starts with a tone. You get at least a 2 or 3 tone, and people have heard Amber Alerts. They know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, my understanding and talking to, we have a team member that is part
This
of the
dude's
first
gonna bust
watch
his ass out right here in front of God and
Amber
everybody,
Alerts.
y'all.
My
Lean in.
understanding is that's the one that comes before the official Amber Alert. Is that your understanding?
I have no clue because
No, that's not. He's trying to tell you that this came out first before the official Amber Alert. He's still trying to legitimate make this website that this fake Amber Alert comes from legitimate. Oh, from my understanding, this comes out first. Ben, I completely agree. How are you, Ben? No, it doesn't come out first, bruh. Nope. It comes out from the fucking police once. There's no first one that comes out on U.S. Watch, and then a second one comes from law enforcement.
And you know what I have to say to ANC Taylor, the defense lawyer? Bring it on, woman.
I'm just saying that's not the Amber Alert.
Okay.
An Amber Alert is when it comes out, and this is when an Amber Alert is usually with more detailed information. They have a vehicle identification. They know what type of vehicle it was. They know maybe the suspect, what it looks like. They may have a partial plate.
Right.
Yeah, they're not going to say, if they're just saying unknown vehicle, like that thing is just generalizing it because there's no information for that. It's almost like you put into like, okay, let's say you're creating one of those, you're creating an Amber Alert for that site. And you would put in, like, they might have like a form you fill out and then you put car and they put unknown when they filled it in. So the AI would say unknown. I don't think it means literally. I don't think it means literally that someone took them and they just don't know who it is.
Exactly, or something to that. Wait a minute. Somebody says that was a real. Hold on a second.
Yeah, and I think the thing that got my attention is that it was issued by.
Yeah, that's what I was saying next. That was not a real Amber Alert.
Well,
That's
looky
because a real Amber Alert,
there.
if everybody has heard of you here, it's 3 tones.
Shocker.
It's like doot,
Well,
doot,
damn, you don't say.
doot, 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 something to that
So is this
effect.
like a police scanner thing before the Amber Alert was actually issued?
Well,
Yeah,
this
Ocean says that Deputy Skaggs runs that site.
It's
I'd
a
like
site.
like to get Ocean in the box because she's fully
Yeah,
involved.
let me come
Oh,
out.
now he's
Come
got
on,
his.
I'll step out.
I was
Blue,
going to
have a
trade
good night, brother.
Badge,
Hey,
take it.
it's time for bed, Tony.
Thanks.
Tony, do you want me to leave?
No, Blue said he's going to pop out. You're fine. Either
Well,
one.
he wants him to get the hell out of here because he done busted this shit out. Probably you and T-Red made that stupid shit
I
up.
can get out. If I can
Good night, Blue.
It's none of
Good
you.
night, Blue.
I
Thank
got you, Blue Knight.
Thank you.
Hey,
Right.
remind me. Hey, you need to have me so I can let people in too.
No, you're not
To the
blocked.
box.
Okay, I'll mod you.
Well, you got me modded, but you don't have me where I can do what add people to the box.
Oh, I got you. Okay, I'll change your permissions,
All
buddy.
right, all right, bye.
Nico,
That's
good question.
Ocean said she can't come up right now.
Okay, all right. Well, let me. I've
You're
got
kind of
somebody-
nervous
I think
there,
Jamie's
Tone.
waiting
Look
to
at him,
talk.
y'all. He
Wow,
looks
I guess
real
he hung
nervous.
up. I didn't see it.
Ocean's in the box now.
Hey
Look
there.
at him.
I can't stay long, but there's a Deputy Skaggs. He's a law enforcement. You can find him on Twitter, and he runs that website.
First watch.
Yeah.
Oh, Faye,
What
thank
is
you,
that?
honey.
So I think what
Why
it
is
is, I
it
haven't looked into
calling
it
it?
yet, but I think what it is
Dude, it's not First Watch. That's a fucking restaurant. If you want pancakes, go to and eggs and good bacon, go to First Watch. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Justin. Good reminder. Do not put any of your shit on that website. None of it. It's not First Watch. That's a restaurant. It's US.watch or some shit.
when
Speak
the
right now.
alerts
You
are
got a
put
membership.
out, he runs
Thank
this
you, Faith.
counter. There's a system that he has.
You're too good to me,
People that
girl.
are in the surrounding
I
area,
appreciate you.
they get on alert to start looking for people. As soon as the alert goes out, their citizens, it's kind of like a citizen app, right? Where people are on high alert. They hear, okay, this child is missing.
Oh my
they're on
God,
the
Val,
lookout.
you finally got one, girl.
So the people that are on the site that are paying attention are looking out for, this,
Tell Faith,
this
thank y'all.
child, this car, the alert that's gone out.
So, do you think, Ocean, in my position, do you think it would be beneficial to reach out to Deputy Skaggs and ask him why it was issued that way? I mean, do you think that's valid?
Yeah, absolutely, I would, because
Because people are acting like this is just a big nothing burger, and to me, it's something.
And
Well,
my
and that's the
question
thing.
is he a true deputy or is that just a name that he goes by?
Yeah, I think you need to vet everything before you put it out, Tony, honestly, because
Yeah,
there's so much.
We've been down this road, right?
Yeah. So I would reach out to him. I don't live in Tennessee. I don't live in the surrounding area, so I don't know what the initial alert was. I mean, obviously on paper, but what was actually put out over the cell phone systems. So I
You
would
big dummy.
get a hold of that. Does anybody have a recording?
See
of
what I
that?
mean?
We do. Yeah. I sent it to Katie.
Now I want First Watch.
Okay. Do you know what it said? I mean,
Yeah.
was that included in there?
Yes, it is at the
Because
beginning.
the way that it's worded on this website.
No, the website is on there.
You gotta be a dumb mofo to get called out twice on the panel with your own shenanigans.
From the national
You
site
don't call them
that's
running.
sent out over the waves.
You're not too good at this, Tone.
Okay, because I'm curious to hear what that sounds like.
You're gonna get shredded
It's
when
a
they
whole
like come
different
up. You know that.
Right, I know that it's, but what I'm saying is that usually, right, if there's a description,
They'll eat your
it
ass
will
up.
say a vehicle. If they have it, it will say, but this was, I just want to know where he got the wording from.
You mean where he got the wording from in his voice?
In
What he
this-
said?
Yes.
Let me see. Hang tight. I'm going to look at the link that I have because there's a link to a website, I believe. Hold on just a second. Stand by.
Oh my God.
I agree, Ocean. This is like mind blowing.
Sebastian deserves
Yeah.
way better than this.
Yeah.
Okay, honey.
There's- all this information
Okay,
needs to
you
be
can put it
vetted
in.
before it's
Good,
put out to the
good.
public, before it's brought out anywhere, because it stirs up a lot of,
Yeah.
drama, and you don't want to
I
put
agree.
misinformation
No, it's
out
not-
there, and then
It doesn't
looks,
stir up
people are
drama. It changes the narrative of the case, bitch. You're changing the narrative of Sebastian's life and his disappearance. Why? It's not drama. These people did just say drama. Drama. This is real life. This is a real kid. This is a real kid. Oh, we better vet because we don't want to start drama. No, you should probably vet because you want to be responsible. But no, you don't want to do that, do you?
at Tony, so you don't want to make
I don't
him
doubt
look,
it, Crown.
uncredible.
This moron.
either,
They're gonna eat him alive
It's,
tomorrow.
it's on the U.S. Watch website, Ocean.
Right, but that's the Deputy Skaggs that is running that. So what I'm saying is I want to know where he got his information
Gotcha.
to say, because also, and wording is very important. So let's just assume that he got this alert from actual law enforcement scanners, right? Let's for the sake of it, say that it's official. It did not say a car, it said possible vehicle. So it said an abduction, possible vehicle. So the wording is important too.
Words are
but
hard, Tony.
I would
Words
reach
are
out to
hard.
him and I would ask him, where did you get this information in this exact wording that you chose to use for this alert that you put out?
Yeah, and the thing that really, I agree, and I'll do that tomorrow, I can promise you.
Oh, yeah.
The thing that, and I did catch the possible thrown in there. The thing that got my attention is he didn't say possible abduction. He said abduction.
Exactly. That's
Oh my
what
God.
threw
Do you
me off
see what
too.
he's trying to
Hold
do?
on, I'm gonna look at something. Hold
Do
on.
you see what he's doing? They're telling him, you might want to double check this. And he's like, oh, well, it's. Mm. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. I'm sure the police have a narrative. You can bet your ass they have a narrative.
You know, they're calling it an abduction and a possible vehicle. Well, if you know that it's an abduction, then you should know whether it was a vehicle or not.
Yeah,
There's
Melissa,
got to be some kind of evidence there to back it up.
Melissa, I agree that you don't always need a vehicle in an abduction, but I mean, it got my attention that they even used the word abduction.
You know why? Because you're a moron and you need to stay away from kids' cases. Thank you, Island. It got my attention because they said it was an abduction.
The devil is dancing tonight.
Until we do more research on it, I don't think we need to play it again at this point.
Well, I mean,
No, I don't think you
we're
should.
calling it what
Making
it
you
is.
look
I mean,
even
it's released
stupider.
From U.S. Watch.
Right.
She says, no, I don't think you should because it'll make you look even stupider. Yeah, he doubled down on the bullshit. Mm-hmm. I don't know who that is, but
I mean, we're not saying that it's anything it's not. We're saying that
We're not saying that it's factual.
Okay.
Oh,
We're just looking out for you.
now,
Yeah, we're going to call it not factual.
oh wait, shit, damn it. So now
The
they're going to call it
relationship, I
not
was-
factual, right? They're going to say, oh no, we're calling it not factual after we fucking played it twice. Now it's not factual. Yay, Ryan, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Julia got one. Yay. I Call BS, Nana 16, Chelsea, and Black Skies. Welcome. I hope you guys will join us in our Discord. Where is Seth while he's doing TikToks? Probably watching. Don't think that Seth is having the wool pulled over his eyes, dude. He ain't no dummy. You saw him turn on the faucets and then scream from the pit of his soul at someone who tried to help find his son. So don't sit here and say, oh, poor Seth, he's being played. Someone fill him in. He's filled in like a motherfucker. He's driving around per his fucking agent here with evidence in his truck for a fucking month. Oh my God. Julia, you look beautiful in green. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I'm so worked up, but it infuriates me. I saw all this garbage with the Summer Wells case, and I thought that was bad. This is horrible. Ryan, you are awesome. Thank you so much.
Is an item that is in the manner of its use or intended use as applied to a child. It is capable of producing serious bodily injury to a child. Serious bodily injury to a child is defined in this section.
Does it say who the authors of that bill are?
Let me click on it a little bit further.
Yeah, infamous. Let's see.
So there's some kind of bill that this Skaggs claims that he passed. Now they're trying to debunk it. He says he passed a bill in a little girl's name who passed away. And they all look like pedos. I saw the guy who said it was his daughter. I think that site is a huge, huge red flag. Robin, that's disturbing.
Yeah, it is public on their website. All we're doing is playing a clip from their website.
Oh, it's public on their website. You are the most irresponsible piece of shit I've ever seen. Unless he is here to set up whoever hurt Sebastian and made him disappear, that's the only reasonable explanation that makes him not a scammer. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that was Summer Wells, and no one ever got arrested. So they even had Don Wells in jail in the clinker for 6 months. Didn't get shit out of him.
Don't make me a dog-faced lion pony soldier.
Haley's Law is part of the National Amber Alert System. I believe it started in Missouri, somebody said.
Haley's Law. If y'all want to look it up, Skaggs said it was Haley's Law.
According to this Tennessee code, 2021
Miss you
Tennessee
crazy.
Code, Title 39, Criminal Offenses, Chapter 15, Offenses Against the Family, Part 4.
Of course
Children,
they didn't, Florida.
Haley's Law, aggravated child abuse, aggravated child neglect, or endangerment definitions.
Yeah,
Lord
and
have
just to
mercy.
clear this up,
Help-
Ocean,
help us, Lord.
I called it an Amber Alert early on, and it's clearly not an actual Amber Alert.
So now
So,
he's
you know,
saying
just to-
it's not. This motherfucker played it twice. Twice. How does he know people are listening all the way through? They could have heard that and then left. Haley's Law is about drunk driving? Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, the Amber Alert started after Amber, a girl named Amber. I don't know. The recording they played is from this website. I feel like I saw Skaggs when I was digging on Ernie. Ernie gave me the same fucking vibes. Ugh. All right, hold on, Ryan. Yeah, we talked about that last night too, about the caves. I just got your message from yesterday, Ryan. In 2011, Senate Bill 5000, also known as Haley's Law, was created to ensure that a drunk driver does not return to his or her car and drive following his arrest and release. A vehicle will be towed from the scene of a DUI arrest and impounded for a minimum of 12 hours. It has nothing to do with abuse. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Well, I got news for you, Misty. The dad is part of that website. I don't know who Haley Owens is. Is it real? Fuck, I don't even know what's real anymore. I'm living in a fucking matrix.
Bananas, B-A-N-A-N-A-N.
Thank you, Lip Locked. Hey, how you doing, Lip Lock? Thank you, Danielle. Yes, there you go, Ryan. Julia's taking Aura to the caves later this week. She doesn't believe any cadaver canines were ever there. They just searched it on foot, I think. Like looking for him hiding.
Clear that up. I mean, I think when
Too
you listen
late.
to it, it's not the official Amber Alert.
If I were you,
Too
I would
late.
do
You
a
done.
post,
We got you tonight, bro.
on here instead of going live when you get off. Create a post to do a clarification.
This is
Let
rich
people
right
know
here.
that the information is going to be vetted. You misspoke. You're going to vet it tomorrow. That way, people can come to the page. They can read it. And
Maybe she need to be the
and then once
PR.
you vet the information, then you can come back again and
Maybe
you
she
can do
need to
another
be
post.
the
Because here's the thing:
spokesperson.
not everybody catches the lives, right? Not everybody's hearing us say that you misspoke.
Oh,
that
they gonna
you're
hear it. Don't
call
you worry,
tomorrow.
girl.
They're gonna run with it. They're gonna say he's saying this and
They
this is
gonna
not
die.
true.
Don't
And
you
once
worry.
again, you know what I mean? So just
Oh,
to
yeah.
protect your own butt. And then also, not everybody's able to listen like right now. They're gonna hear it secondhand on YouTube tomorrow.
Oh no, they ain't gonna
They
hear
can
it
come back to the
secondhand. They gonna
page
hear it
and
right here.
see you
First
putting it in their
fucking
own
Played
hand.
words.
over and over
Right.
and
Do you know
over.
how to create a TikTok? I mean, do you know how to do a post?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I would just do that and just say, stay tuned for further details and clarification on this,
Yeah.
just to cover your butt, you know.
And, you know, other TikTokers play stuff like that all the time, you know, before they vet it. So, I mean, it's no big deal. It's just covering you, Tony, because you already know how
Tony,
TikTok
shut it down.
is.
Oh yeah.
Shut it
Well, I
down.
mean, look, at the end of the day, the people
Bro,
that
shut
have
it
made
down.
up their mind that they don't like me, they're going to crucify me regardless. So,
You got that right.
you know, I certainly want to cover
cover my butt the best that I
Okay, well,
can. But,
Too late.
I mean,
all right. So you guys are saying Haley's Law is actually a thing, and it is. It's a bill on the Amber Alert system because Missouri uniform law enforcement wasn't integrated with it. That's all it is. It's not about child abuse and child neglect like this skag says. It's literally a law regarding the Amber Alert system. Has nothing to do with child abuse and neglect like that thing said, like he said.
At the end of the day, this is on their website. I think it's important.
Too late.
And, you know, I wanted to share it because I wanted you guys to hear it. And we had a law enforcement retired officer there explaining
know,
it to
right,
us.
Luke?
Well, that's why we're talking about
They know
it.
he
You know,
is.
I think it's significant or until it's not.
There was an Amber Alert, Diane. There was an Amber Alert put out for him, an actual Amber Alert, but it's for that state.
Right.
So,
It
like,
wasn't
we can't-
national.
Yeah, those of us that are
Why is
not
he
in the
choking
state, we can't
himself?
refer back to it.
What's he fucking doing, man? What's this guy doing? What's he on?
You know,
Yeah,
before
it
they vet it. So, I mean, it's
Oh,
no big
yeah, it
deal. It's just covering you, Tony, because you already know how
Tony,
TikTok
shut it down.
is.
Oh yeah.
Shut it
Well, I
down.
mean, look, at the end of the day, the people
Bro,
that
shut it
made
down.
up their mind that they don't like me, they're going to crucify me regardless. So,
You got that right.
you know, I certainly want to cover my butt the best that I can. But
Too late.
I mean, at the end of the day, this is on their website. I think it's important.
Too late.
And, you know, I wanted
He
to share
thinks
it
it's
because I wanted
important.
you guys to hear
See?
it. And we had a law enforcement retired.
He's doubling down again, even after he was proved wrong by 4 people. He's still saying it's fucking legit in his own way. What the hell is wrong with this guy?
In the name of Jesus, Father God, Lord.
Officer there explaining
know,
it to
right,
us.
Luke?
Well, that's why we're talking about
They
it.
know he
You
is.
That's
I think it's significant or until it's not.
It's never.
There was an Amber Alert, Diane. There was an Amber Alert put out for him, an actual Amber.
I think it's significant till it's not. Well, it's not.
But it's for that state. you
Right.
know, so,
It
like, we
wasn't
can't-
national.
Yeah, those of us that are not in the state, we can't refer back to it. We don't.
You're
know-
welcome, Renee.
I don't know what it said, so I would be curious
almost
to see
over.
what the actual wording was. Compare it to this watch, website, because I'm just really curious to hear
They're gonna feel so
how
stupid.
he came up with his.
He already
wording
sweating. Look
of
at
that
it.
post.
He already
Ocean, what date was that put out by chance?
427.
Okay.
427.
I'm sorry,
227.
Okay. Okay.
They don't even know the date of the Amber
So I'll
Alert.
send you. I gotta hop off, but I'll send
Did
you
you hear
the,
that?
link.
They don't even know the date Sebastian went missing. Was it 427? Was it 527? It's not even 527 yet.
I'm just really curious to hear
They're gonna feel so
how
stupid.
he came up with his.
He already
wording
sweating. Look
of
at
that
it.
post.
He already
Ocean, what date was that put out by chance?
427.
Okay.
427.
I'm sorry,
227.
Okay. Okay.
So I'll send you. I gotta hop off, but I'll send you the that link, Tony, so you can.
Okay.
Yeah, she's
message
like,
him
I'm getting
directly.
out of here.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
She's like, I'm getting out of here. She gone.
So, I mean, what do you guys think? That sounds
I
like
think you
something
need
worth
to shut it
digging
down.
into, right?
Absolutely.
What do you guys think? It sounds like something we're going to look into, right?
Dug into everything else. It's not going to hurt.
You done enough.
I mean, I think that everything is, like somebody said in the comments, everything's significant until it's not.
People have literally dug into trash cans. I mean,
Unless
come
it's
on
already
now.
been done. Don't worry.
I mean, this is worth digging into.
Well,
Oh,
I mean,
the
you have to
cat.
dig into the leads like that until they are debunked. So,
Right. The videos of people having their kids climbing trash cans, though, those, oh my gosh, those got me.
Jamie, I'm so sorry it took me so long to get you up.
Tony, I sent you an email that has all my information in it. Whatever you want me to do, just read through it and tell me what you need, okay?
Sure is, Deets.
Okay, thank you very much.
And you can just knock me off your panel. Smack me down. Good night.
Good night.
Can one of you girls
I
do
got
that?
it.
One
Thank
of you
you.
girls.
He can't even boot anybody off his damn panel. What a joke.
I'm not sure.
A reminder for everybody that's on here, please use your TikTok words.
yes.
Hold on. Cheryl Reed, is he talking about it too? Yeah, I don't want to talk to him. All right. Thank you, Julia. I'll look at it when I'm done. This is almost over. I didn't realize this was going to go that far, this long. Yeah, everything's legitimate until it's not. Kind of like your ass, Tony.
Yes.
Absolutely. Did we screw up?
Wasn't you?
Probably.
Oh, okay.
Was it me?
No.
Okay.
Southwest was reading something.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
And we just got to be careful. We don't want to lose this account.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's right.
So you got to use your tickety words, as I always call it. And whenever you're referring to Bookface, it's Bookface, not the other one.
That's right.
I'm gonna have to send you the dictionary of tickety.
You're always looking out for us, Blue.
Well, and it's hard. I mean,
What the hell is this? Some green eggs and ham? Sam I am.
For a guy that was
The fuck
doing
is going
something
on?
bad for a while, and then
The
I
fuck
found out
is
he was
going
doing
on
something
here?
bad. And
Let's
then,
ask Joe
then I was
Rogan.
contacting I was in the process of
Like, what the
contacting
fuck is
everybody
this? And everybody's
telling
like,
them
what the
this guy's
fuck
not
is
good.
this?
And I felt bad because what he was doing. And anyway, just make a long story short. So when I found out all the TikTok words, and I've been moderating for about 5 or 6 months, maybe, or longer, since about November, around there, and for different people. And it's jumping back and forth. Like I was in a different live right now, but there was like only 7 or 8 people before I came over yours, and there was all 7 or 8 people were the moderators.
Oh.
So there was no reason for me to be there.
Right.
If you see what I mean. So there, and that's what I'm saying. And I get notifications, but if you're in a live, you don't always get the notification. That's what people don't realize.
Right.
I didn't know you were live, but it is getting late. It is. It's 11:20 Pacific Standard Time.
I know, right? I'm dying over here. Hurry up.
11:20 your time.
Today, Junior.
It is.
And I know you got to work in the morning.
Yes, you do. You know me well.
So do you need the sound of reason?
Well, you about 3 times when it was bedtime, and if you tell me it's bedtime now, then we're going to call it a night.
I think it's close. I mean, I think,
God
it's
and
done. I think
great.
everybody's had enough information. I think everybody needs to know that what they need to know, and we'll just go from there and have another beautiful day when we come back again some other day.
You too, buddy. Does anybody else have any other questions before we call it a night? All right. Well, I sure appreciate all you guys, and we appreciate you supporting Sebastian and Seth. And
fuck, you didn't
again,
even
can't tell you
talk
how much
about
we appreciate you.
Sebastian.
Thank you so much.
You put fake shit about Sebastian. Shut up.
Have a good night.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, I wanted to thank Michelle and thank for keeping
la.
everybody
You don't
under
hold a
check
count.
down there.
Yeah, absolutely. She doesn't play, that's for sure.
Mm-mm.
So
Neither do I.
thank you guys.
Yeah. Bye.
Telling you all the
Can't fucking take any more of that. Thank you so much. I'm glad EquiSearch is coming back. Julia's out there, but I do want to show. Julia sent me this article, and it looks like it's a fake article that says Missouri built app enhances Amber Alert system. I don't know if that's a fake article. Hope to God is. Oh shit. Sex trafficking. That's St. Louis, Missouri. In 2022, Matthew N. Skaggs, now 40, made contact with 3 minors via social media applications such as Snapchat, and through his position as a police officer. Skaggs made the acquaintance of one victim by asking the minor if he wanted to participate in a police ride-along program in Skaggs' patrol vehicle. This is from the U.S. Department of Justice. I don't know if it's the same Skaggs, but it's in St. Louis, Missouri, and that's where they're from. Skaggs encountered another minor victim by offering to assist him to get out of some minor legal trouble. The minor victims reported being afraid to report or refuse Skaggs. Skaggs' crimes came to light when one of the minor victims disclosed Skaggs' actions to his mother. At the time of his arrest, Skaggs was attending training to become a school resource officer. In a letter to Judge Shelp, the mother of one of Skaggs' victims said because her son's abuser was a police officer, he did not feel like he could tell anyone what happened. Quote, because he knew if he called for help, that you would be the officer that was sent. Skaggs, she wrote, began grooming her son when he was 12. Skaggs played the part of a great police officer who would protect and guide these boys and then completely betrayed their trust. She went on to add, he was scared that you would come to our home and his father's home and take him. He was scared that you would harm his family. Skaggs pleaded in November to 3 felony counts of sex trafficking, solicitation of child porn, and coercion and enticement of a minor. The Missouri State Highway Patrol investigated the case. Assistant U.S. Attorney Jillian Anderson is prosecuting the case. And then in the article that Jules found, look at this. This is about their Jules gross. So in this article, here's one of their people, Curtis Stoltz, leader of St. Louis, Missouri Watch, woke up early to search some dedicated watch zones. Look. Oh, I don't have my fucking camera on. Hold on. I'm going to show you this whole article and then we'll be done. Ugh, I'm just sick. Is Startland News, is this a legit news site? If you live in this area, is this a legit news site? Anybody in St. Louis, that is, or wherever this is. Yeah, be careful of anybody that puts themselves in a position of trust with your children. Concerning endangered children. Oh, hey, Olive Branch. I don't even know if this is a real news site. Josh Schisler and Dent County Deputy Michael, this guy's name is Mikol Skaggs, co-founders of Alert Link. Okay, well, that's not what U.S. Watch is. Hang on. Missouri Watch. No, Missouri Watch is different. I think they're using this guy's. Oh, my God. They are. They improved the Amber Alert for this. Now, listen. This is Missouri. It's called Missouri Watch. It has nothing to do with that website. I don't know, Danielle. I don't know if there was anything said about it. But see, Alert Link, that's not what he sent us to. No, this is the real site. Oh, maybe not. Is this a real news site? Yes, Misty, that's what I think is going on. That there's somebody running the watch.us. It had my location too. Yes, I think they're copying their website and their name. Like they have this new Amber Alert system that makes things work quicker, but they're using this guy's name or something. Here's Mo Watch. It's not even a real site. I can't. I ain't Googling shit. I'll leave that to you guys. I brought you the weird information. Y'all can dig on it all you want. I am done with this chapter. I am closing this chapter. Thank you guys who just became a member. Annie, thank you for becoming a member. Y'all can Google it. Well, us.watch is not real. Because don't you think that like org, it'd be org. .org. .org. Not .watch. Not .us. And then how about Tony saying that his record isn't really his, that it's some black guy. He said specifically, it's a black guy with my same name. It's fake, all of it. Yep, or Gov. Thank you, Island. I've never seen any links to a dark web, Peas in a Pod. I've been on that site. I've clicked on everything Tim Mullen had, and I never have been on the dark web in my life. So I don't believe that. Org or Gov. Yep. Yeah, they want you to pay, and you don't get rewards on a website for finding missing kids, y'all. You don't go out and search a grid and get rewards. So she's in school probably, Stace. Oh, Captain Ganja. I know. Yeah, he said it's a black guy with his same name and date of birth. These nuts. He was just sentenced in February of 25 years. Oh, my God. Yeah, I don't know. Did he take someone's identity? Is he really selling cranes? I don't know. What area were Ellie doing that live press Oh, Nashville. Yep. They just busted a bunch of pedos and found kids. Robin, thank you for that information. The FBI has a scam and security section that you can leave cyber tips on. So if you care about kids, I know. And he thought it was so funny that the old lady who he let Seth talk to thought that the biker guy was Pascal. He thought that was funny. Fuck him.
Fuck directly off.
Thank you, Sarcasm. Sarcasm said, thank you so much, Jay. You are amazing. Please do not donate money or click on links that may not be reputable. I've been in tech finance for 31 years and I've seen it all, and it's all so sad. Yeah. It's subtle racism. That's the worst kind. People who make a racist comment and go, well, I don't mind blacks. Yeah, okay. What's the odds of two people having the same name and birthday? Exactly. Same middle name, too. Or same middle initial. Rico. Suave. Someone's going to be getting arrested and going to the clinker. I just feel it in my gut. This is nothing like Summerwells. Nothing.
God almighty.
We'll see what happens next, guys. Thank you for being here today, hearing me out. I appreciate you guys. We're going to stay truthful, factual, and we're going to debunk any bullshit that comes out if we can.
Flung.
Yeah, I'm not racist, but I'm about to tell a black joke because I have black friends, you know? Secret Service is involved in this case due to cyber crimes, in my opinion. Can't say I don't agree with you. Secret Service doesn't get involved in all missing kids cases, do they? Don't think so. Robin says, that pisses me off for two reasons. Racist, and then the fact that there was an older lady on Dolly about how she was donating $250 a week for Seth's rent. Oh, man. You guys spread the word. Tell people to be careful with their money, especially the older people. Everyone's on a limited budget these days. Yeah, I think so too. I love you, Annie. Thank you, Desiree. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Erica. All right, let's run our credits, and I will see you in the next live stream. I love you guys. Stay safe and have a wonderful Tuesday. Be sure to check out my other videos and playlists for more true crime content. And if that's not enough, you can join our Patreon. Don't have a tinfoil hat? It's okay. We'll make you one. It's that easy. See you guys in the next video.
See you later. Bye.
I don't give a damn. I don't really care about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. You talk way too much. I have heard enough about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. 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 Stand up! You wanna be with me. You wanna feel on the real.
Is it one Jennifer or two Jennifers?
We're making plans to get to friends, but don't wanna face the fact.
Why were you telling her not to fuck herself?
I ain't got time for that.
Thanks so much, Jennifer.
Sleeping all day, dreaming about Cadillacs.
Everybody does that. It's okay.
Just based on my observations, her hair was very greasy.
Bye, Jennifer.